Yeah, yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up. Yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with bitch.
SKOL VIKES, here we go. SKOL VIKES, here we go, baby. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL VIKES, dog, once again, back with another live. Football season is here. Players report to training camp. Rookies, quarterbacks at least. I believe first practice, unofficial or official, is tomorrow. But a lot going on in Minnesota football is technically back. Now, I thought I was going to have to do the live later, but certain things happened. I was able to do it earlier. The rest of the week, if I do lives, whichever day, probably will be around the 8 o'clock mark, etc. But today things changed, was able to do it a little earlier. So let's get into it. I got a feeling this will be a longer live tonight as well. A lot of news to cover, a lot of topics to get into, man. Everson Griffin news. Brian O'Neill gets an extension. KOC, Nolan, Bane, Teasley. They have their official presser. They speak. I repeat, they speak. So a lot going on tonight for sure. But I'm going to just definitely dive in right quick. See when the topic for the first thing I'm going to cover, probably get into this Nolan, Bane, Teasley, Kevin O'Connell presser. Very excited to hear what both of them have to say for sure, no doubt. Especially Kevin O'Connell. Well, Nolan, Bane, Teasley as well. Excited to hear what he has to say, definitely. But once again, what is the direction of the team? What is the vision for the team? A new era within the new era. So I want to get into it, man. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. We're going to move from there. You know, make sure you lock in with me, rock and roll with me. With that being said, let's get into it. Give me 1 second. No need to waste no more time. Hold up.
Slow down in the bedroom.
Got right into it.
For natural. This has us jumping each other like we're 28.
Once again, a lot of news to cover tonight. I feel like we might be here for a while covering certain topics. A lot of information, like I said prior. But we here for it. Let's get it. SKOL VIKES.
Regiert Ready is a discreet ED med that does 5 things most others can't. 1, it's more reliable.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see all you folks back, ready to rock and roll. Before we get going, I do want to just kind of hit on the Gerald Alexander situation. I know we issued a statement earlier. First and
shout out Holden. Shout out my dog Holden in the building. Hey, Holden, my brother, what up, man? Hey, don't even worry about it. You know I'm going to get into it. You know I'm going to get into it. Got to get into it. Made a video about Everson Griffin before last week. You know, just said prayers up for Everson Griffin. Hope he's all right, in the right mental space, etc. But maybe playing football again will get him into the mental space, Holden. You understand me? Maybe that's what he needs right now, or it's not. It could be emotional. It could be feelings. It could be reaching out, whatever. But we're definitely going to dive into it. Shout out my dog Holden in the building once again. But you know I got to get into that, Holden, for sure. You hear me? Oh, I know it ain't, man. I know it ain't. You rang Hu Yang. You rang Hu Yang. No Eddie tonight, Hu Yang. You hear me? No doubt. Here we go, man. Let's word. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Once again, Nolan, Bane, Teasley, and Kevin O'Connell speak.
Foremost, disappointment is the word. Anytime,
Hold up. Let's run that back.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see, all you folks.
Both of them looking good. Both of them looking in shape, etc. You understand me? Ready for the season. Focused, locked in on the season. Really ready to see where their mental is at, per se. Like I say, how do they feel about the team? What is their vision for the team? Nolan, Bane, Teasley loves to say that. What is your vision for the team? Where do you see these players? Where do you see these coaches? Speaking of coaches, hold up. Got some coaching news as well. We got a coach suspended for a DUI, DWI, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get into that as well. A coach suspended once again for 3 weeks, I believe. So what is going on in many where these coaches, these players drinking heavy, driving while intoxicated, driving while super faded? So what's really going on in many right now? And it's also funny, Wes Phillips, DWI, did he get suspended for 3 weeks? I don't believe so. But this man here suspended 3 weeks. Now hold coaches accountable just like you hold players accountable. You understand me? But let's make it fair game, all balance, fair ball across the board. If we're talking about accountability, etc. You know what I mean? Let's get back to it. Like I said, a lot of news to get into tonight. Players cut, players signed. Did a video about the Jamal Adams signing. Go check it out. I'm going to talk about it again tonight for sure. But a lot going on in many right now, once again. But you got to be super excited. I repeat, super excited that football is damn near back. Oh, I know. Oh, it's just training camp. It's just training camp. And one step closer to the season. One step closer to victory. What do I always say? The Vikings cannot run from the season. Here we go. Let's get it.
Folks back, ready to rock and roll. Before we get going, I do want to just kind of hit on the Gerald Alexander situation. I know we issued
They speaking on it. Let's get it. Gerald Alexander, you are a coach. You are a coach for a reason. I'm going to get into the article in a minute and fully break it down. But you are a coach for a reason, Jack. No cap. Are you going to lead by example? But the way you're leading your players right now, inexcusable. DWI right before training camp, inexcusable. DWI in general, inexcusable. You understand me? You are supposed to be the leader per se, leader of men per se. I don't care if you're just a positions coach or not. You still have a certain influence on them boys. And y'all want to get on the players and say, don't do this or do that. Act like this or don't act like that. Then you out here drinking and driving, swerving and derving. Huh? It don't make no sense. It don't add up at all. I mean, we got to be realistic here. We got to be fair here. You know? It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Let's get to it.
a statement earlier. First and foremost, disappointment is the word. Anytime, something like this happens, we go through a process with obviously the league and make sure the legal process plays out. And that's been our precedent through these situations. And, when that process is complete, which, has been, a recent situation to be completed, we made the decision to suspend Gerald as coaches. The expectations and the standards we have are clear, and it's important that we do those things for our players and be the examples on and off the field in this order.
And you have to be an example. No matter what happened in the past, you want to start now. Players and coaches must be held accountable in the same way. And what's going on with Gerald, what he's doing, what he's thinking. But as a coach, like I say, as a coach, you carry yourself a certain way. Nobody's saying he can't enjoy your drink or nothing like that. But you out there, DWI, you're supposed to be focused on the season, focused on your playbook, focused on your players, your personnel. What is your vision for the players, like Nolan, Bane, Teasley said? You out there worried about driving under the influence, whatever else you was or doing or not. You ain't focused on ball. I know that, Jack. No cap. You ain't focused on getting them boys better. I know that. Period. Care what y'all talking about around yonder. So shout out KOC for, I guess, changing the narrative a little bit, holding people accountable a little bit now. Here we go.
Organization, and we take that very seriously. Gerald understands that. He knows he fell short of those expectations, and he's taking full responsibility for what happened, and he understands the consequences, and that is already a process that's begun, and he knows he needs to make better decisions moving.
Yeah, big facts, and I ain't gonna lie, KOC sound a little shaky right now. I don't know why, what for, but maybe he's hurt, maybe he's sad, maybe he's emotional right now. Maybe he's really sad to had to suspend Gerald Alexander, get him up out of there for 3 weeks. It affects the team negatively anyway. That's him being away from his players, him not having an influence on the game, losing time put in, build more chemistry, build more character. A lot goes on. We go. But KOC definitely sounds shaken up a little bit, emotional a little bit. What he said. Here we go. Let's get it. Hold up. Like bringing Griffin in will brighten up room, and he can teach Dallas Turner and Jake Golday how to keep their mental on check. Now that's the big thing right there, Holden. If Griffin really does want to play, if he does want to remain and play and be a Viking again, that's the question right there, Holden. No problem with Griffin coming back at all. No problem at all with it. But does he really want to come back? Does he really want to play ball? Right? Is this just an emotional thing, an emotional feeling that he's jumping on? He's getting excited about the season, looking for something to jump on to per se, or does he really want to play ball? Will playing football really help his mental? Because I know you mentioned mental, Holden. What's up with Everson Griffin's mental? That's first thing off the rip. Is he even mentally okay to play football at a high level? Is it even safe for him? Would it be safe for him, right? Like I say, nothing wrong with the man coming back. If he want to play ball, if he feel like playing ball can save him now, cool. But does he really want to play ball is the question. Is this something real, true, something he really wants to do in his heart? He feel like he got more to give. He want to get back in the game. If so, let him play. Give him a chance. What will it hurt? You let the man come on the field, practice, boom. And it'll take 30 minutes max. Line him up here, line him up there. See if he can still run, move, etc. Never get it twisted or misconstrued. Matter of fact, let's just get into Griffin right now. We can wait on the KOC debate. We can get into Griffin right now. Shout out my brother Holden in the building. Let's get it out the way, no doubt. But Griffin, can he still move and groove the same way he used to? But never get it misconstrued. We know how good he was in his prime, when he was on, when Griff was really in his bag, locked in, focused in. We know how good Griffin was, what type of dog he was. Not only that, the energy he brought, the mental he brought when he was locked in. You understand me? The physicality, the aggressiveness, the violence he brought to the team. So never act like Griffin didn't ball at one point. Like it wasn't a Griffin era at one point, dog. Kick down the door for sure. So if Everson Griffin is really prepared and really wants to come back, let him come. Let him try out. Why not? It won't hurt nobody. But that's really up to Griffin to decide and deal with. Like, hey, am I really ready for this? Do I really want this? Or is this fake? At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, does he really want to change? Because if somebody don't want to change, guess what? You can't save them at all. You're going to hurt yourself trying to save them. Matter of fact, Jack, no cap. So that's the main question right there. Does he want to change? Is he ready to change? And is he okay mentally? What is he going through? What's going on in his life, in his mind on a daily? Has he been checked for CTE? Has he been checked for other potential injuries to his head? So it's a lot of factors that play a role and go into this. And once again, is what would football be the safe thing to do for him right now? That's the main question right there. Is football the safe route right now? But if he really feels it in his heart, he's ready to put the work in, he feels like he can contribute and play, and it's what he really wants to do, I think he could be a major asset to the team. But it's a lot of ifs in the situation. You understand me? So it all really falls on Griff. Shout out Griff. Much love to Griff. No cap. Would love to have his energy in the building. Around him, young boys, young edge rushers, young linebackers, DNs. You know, the knowledge he can give them, right? Impart into them. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for them dudes. But the question is, does Griff really want to play? Is Griff really ready to take that next step and do it all over again? But let the man try out. If the man want to try out, he can pass his physical, his mental is okay. Yeah, let him do it. Why not? Put him on the field, see what he got. Matter of fact, I'm like I said, I'm gonna do a little detour right quick. Then we're gonna come back around to KOC and Bane Teasley. But right now, you know, since my brother Holden bring it up, understand me, we're gonna get into the Everson Griffin article right now. Does he want to really play or not really play? We go. 1 second. Let's get into it. Yeah, man. That's the main question. Like, does Griffin really want to play though? Is he really ready for that? Like I say, is his mind mentally capable of playing right now? Is it the best bet for him? You know? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. 1 second here, man. Let's get it. Let's word. Yes, sir. Hola. You know, shout out Swaggy in the building. You hear me? Let's go ahead, dive in. All right, boom. Here we go. Lift the shades up. Let's get it. Everson Griffin, my desire is to play again. Now, is it really his desire? Is it really his want to? Or like I say, is this all emotions, feelings? You know, the season is back, something he can do. The first thing first will be a physical, checking his mental scans, maybe brain scans, whatever. I'm very interested to see, has he even been checked for CTE? You know how the NFL does. It's no disrespect. We're just being real here, though. But the NFL, another job, a different job in the room, but they're just bodies. They get replaced, recycled, etc. You know it. I know it. You know, another body. That's it. So I really wonder, has anyone checked his brain for real? Like a deep, you know? Because CTE is a real thing. These football players aren't just unaliving themselves, dropping dead per se out of nowhere, out the blue for no reason. I guarantee you that, Jack. No cap. So how about this more care for the players as well? More real concern for the players as well. That's how I feel about it, no doubt. But first you have to see if it's safe for him to even strap up and bang. Then you move on and go from there. Here we go. Defensive end Everson Griffin hasn't played in the NFL since the 2021 season, but he is not ready to throw in the towel on returning to the field. Griffin's second stint with the Vikings ended with him landing on the non-football illness while dealing with mental health issues, and he missed time for similar reasons during the 2018 season as well. And from everything he's been into, all the situations he's been into, even a recent one before he left, when he was in his apartment or house, saying somebody trying to pop him, bang him, he cocking the gun type shit. So it's something, there is something going on, right? The question is, will football help that? Here we go. Maybe football will keep him busy enough to keep his mind off certain things. Just throwing certain stuff out there, just trying to, you know, figure out, break down how Griff is really feeling type shit. Let's get to it. You know, but this is if this were to happen, You need to be very safe and cross every procedure, go through every procedure to make sure it's safe for him to even try to play at the end of the day. Here we go. What he said. How you feel about B.O. got extended, aka Brian Flores? I'm gonna get into it, Holden. You know I'm gonna get into it. Like I say, a lot to get into tonight. Glad I was able to start this live earlier. Matter of fact, you know, glad I was, you know, because it's a lot of topics to cover. The rest of the live through the week probably will be, like I say, 8 o'clock mark, 7:30 mark. Hopefully, just pay attention for it. Make sure your bells notifications are on. Come rock and roll with me and lock in with me for sure. Football is really officially back. Let me know how you feel about it in the chat. Let me get them SKOL Vikes in the chat. You know, let's rock. Here we go. 1 second, man. Shout out Griffin, though. Prayers up for Griffin as well. Here we go. Griffin's second stint with the Vikings ended with him landing on the 9. Okay, boom, we already read that. Where we at? 2018 season as well. Griffin has had multiple arrests for driving under the influence since he last played in the league, but told Joshua Anderson on the exhibit show that he's been sober for a year and hopes to resume his career. Has he really been sober for a year? Got to ask that question, of course. Like I say, what's going on with the whole Minnesota alcohol thing? Coaches getting ringed up, players getting ringed up, riding, drinking, riding intoxicated, etc. What's really going on around there? Here we go. Let's get back to it. Get back to it, man. Let's work. So he say, my desire is to play again. I know the things that I've done, Griffin said. I burnt bridges, but I feel like that's repairable. Yeah, what's not repairable? He hasn't punched nobody in the face. Did he slap a coach? Did he choke a coach? You understand me? Heavy. Well, he may have gotten some arguments, maybe even cuss somebody out. But hey, like you say, it's repairable. The man ain't commit no crime against nobody, did it? He didn't hurt nobody, did it? Bet. Right? He wasn't no criminal or nothing like that in Minnesota. He may have been going through some issues, going through some things, but at the end of the day, wasn't a bad dude. You know it. I know it. Come on now. Stop it. Here we go. But shout out to him for understanding the role he played as well, taking accountability as well. Here we go. But I feel like that's repairable. I'm willing to do anything to mend them. I'm saying clear. You don't have to worry about me going back to using again. Griffin had 85.5 sacks during his career, but his 38 and the baggage of his time away from the game isn't likely to fade away despite his sobriety. Definitely probably has lost a step. Does that mean he's lost all of his steps, all of his speed, all of his explosiveness? No. Can he help you in different ways still? Hell yeah. I mean, come on. You're talking about Brian Flores. Anytime you bring anybody into Brian Flores' mix, they're going to get better. Whether it's slightly better, a lot better, drastically better, whatever. They will improve. Brian Flores does that with everybody. Come on, man. We have the proof. We've seen the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Here we go. Griffin was charged with driving without an ignition interlock device after being stopped for speeding in Minnesota last week. Now you got to ask, why was the ignition interlock device not there? Was he trying to hide something? Was he not trying to blow into it maybe? Was he drinking and driving? Not saying he was, but all things you got to think about, because why was that piece missing? Was it taken out? Was it broken? Etc. You know, we talk about real chemistry here, real energy here. What type of energy would he bring into the building? Would Everson Griffin bring into the building? And if he's not being real with himself, if he's not being truthful with himself about himself or the situation in general, it doesn't matter. It won't be a good situation for the Vikings at all. You understand me? For real. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Where we at? Griffin was required to use the device, which blocks a car from starting unless the operator passes a breathalyzer test after his previous legal problems. Anderson asked Griffin about last week's incident, and he said that he's no longer mandated to use the interlock as long as he passes a driving test. So was it some miscommunication there? Could have been, but felt it when he took it and forgot when he got in the car what? Grammar errors all through this thing right here. Let's run it back and see. But felt it when he took it and forgot when he got in a car that did not have the device installed. Okay, so does he have to, every car he's in, does it have to be in there? Every car he's driving, if he's a passenger, what's the real rules of it? Here we go. That matter will make its way through the legal system, but the timing is unlikely to help Griffin convince NFL teams that he's in position to overcome his age and layoff to become a productive player once again. Yeah, it'd be very tough. That's why I say put him on the field, let him try out. Understand me? Put him on the field, let the man try out, period. If he don't make the cut, he don't make the cut. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But it won't hurt him or the Vikings simply putting his hands in the grass. Probably will make him feel good as well, help his mental as well even. Just what it is. But like I said, a lot of factors, a lot of things got to happen for them to even thinking about allowing him to really actually play again. So that's Griffin. Shout out Holder in the building for bringing up Griffin, man. We go ahead, do a little detour there. Now let's get back to KOC and Nolan, Bane, Teasley, the main event, the real main event of the hour. Wow. You talk about a new era within the new era type shit. We talking about this right here. Exactly what we're talking about, right here. I'm excited. Know about you, but me, I'm super excited about Nolan, Bane, Teasley. I mean, hell, I'm even excited about really KOC getting a chance to redeem himself this year, getting a chance to prove all the naysayers wrong, including myself, others, etc. People who feel like he can't play call, he can't get over the hump, he is who he is. So I'm excited about it, full spectrum in every aspect. This roster, definitely. The young boys in the building now, definitely. Who's going to make a name? Who's going to be a rookie starter? Who's going to really bang and compete? Here we go. Now we're going to get back to the KOC, Nolan, Bane, Teasley video, presser, etc. Like I say, had to do a little detour right there. Shout out Everson Griffin. Once again, much love, dog, for real. Here we go. One second here. Nice camera work by the Vikes this time around too. Heavy. Here we go. Score Vikes.
Forward. He's a valued member of my staff. We're, fortunate to bring him on, his experience with Flo. And, he's done a great job on the grass since he arrived, and will continue to do so when he returns, and we're excited to get him back. Changing gears, you guys know training camp is my favorite time of year. Like how he said it. Change gears. You must change gears. I mean, what he going to do? Sit and dwell about his coach being suspended? No, that's why it's why you got other coaches in the building. Man, step up. Other dudes step up. Dog sharpen dog. Period. No poodles in the building. Heavy. You know it. I know it. Here we go. But Gerald, you out of pocket. You out of line, bro. No cap. You failed your team. You failed your players, etc. Can you make up for it? Of course. Do you want to make up for it is the main question. But any coach out there getting a DWI, player getting a DWI is out of pocket, out of line. That shows where your focus is or not. And right now, your focus should be mainly on football training camp, getting better, making every player around you better. If not, what you there for? Kick rocks. We go. Let's run it. Time to get on the grass with the guys, and we get a daily task of trying to grow, improve, continue to build upon, one of the tightest knit groups in the National Football League from a culture standpoint. We're really excited about our team this year. Every year at TCO here, I think we have the best training.
Well, I'm excited too, but KOC, one thing about it is we heard the same thing last year. What did KOC say last year and the year before that and the year before that? Damn near. He's excited about his team, feel good about this roster. You always feel good about the roster, right? That's JT. That's just talking at this point, KOC. I repeat, you JT, you just talking, Jack. No cap. You feel good about the roster? Cool. How will you perform on the field? How will your roster perform on the field? All this talking, yawking, jawking, enough. It's time to prove it on the field. It's good you feel good about the roster. I'm happy. Great. But what is your roster going to perform like, execute like on a week in, week out basis? Will your defense have to carry you again, KOC? Will they have to hold you down the whole game, KOC? Huh? Or will you return the favor? Can you give us 25 plus a game with the firepower you have, the offense you have? Everything is lined up, put in play for you. The draft, free agency, etc. If you can't win this year, if you don't win this year, and I'm talking 2 playoff wins or more, is a must, period. Ask Nolan, Bane, Teasley. Guess what? I'm sure he feels the same way. Oh, he's watching. He's definitely watching. I know y'all up there on the podium, sharing the spot together. That's cool. That's real cool. You shared the spotlight with Quasi, shared the podium with Quasi. Y'all was up there cool and talking, faking the funk, saying this, promising that, bad. So we've seen this before, whole skit before, per se, KOC. It's time for you to prove it and earn it. Earn your respect, earn your Coach of the Year award, etc. That's what we want to see right there. Anything else is irrelevant, Holmes. Anything else doesn't matter. You understand me? Shut up and prove it. Put up a shut up. That's what we want to see right now. That's what the fans deserve. Real fans deserve to see right now in this moment. Will you deliver or not? Let's get back to it. We go. A lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about tonight, man. Oh, yeah.
Camp set up in the National Football League. You guys know I think we've got the best fans in the National Football League and look forward to welcoming them out starting on Saturday. So it's been a good offseason for our team. I really like the way we approach the offseason program, getting the most out of it, even though, you know, the circumstances aren't what they're going to be in training camp when we can start applying physicality and really going through a very grueling, difficult process to kind of build our team the right way. And I think between now and when we open the season, there's a lot of room for improvement. But I know I speak on behalf of our players when I say they're excited about what the potential of our team can be. But that's what this time of year is for all 32 teams. There's a wonderful opportunity out in front of all of us, and we got to go to work to maximize it every single day. It's going to be a physical camp. We want to, really build.
Must be physical, must be grueling, must be a real battle. Rest when you need to rest when you must rest, for sure. But at the end of the day, we need physicality, we need violence, we need aggression, especially up front. If it's a grueling camp, and abide by the rules, stay within the rules, of course. Don't do nothing stupid and get your players hurt. But we need a certain level of physicality enhanced. You hear me? Heavy. We need O-line trench play elevated. Everything must come together this preseason, man. I got to speak on it and harp on it again. The offense should look damn near perfect. It should be a real smooth operation. It shouldn't be too much miscommunication back there, KOC. Getting plays in last minute, getting plays in too slow. Players not showing great execution majority of the time. That falls on you. So once again, you're at the podium talking. That's cool. But at the end of the day, we've heard these talks before. It's the same bell, same song every year. You're happy about the roster. You love the roster. You love your guys, this and that. We got the right team here, right culture, right system, this and that. So, dog, now it's time for you to go win. Oh, they're going to say he's won before. He's won before. 14 wins here, 13 wins there. Cool. What happens playoff time? What is it really about? Just being good in the regular season for a couple of years? Or is it about really competing in the playoffs? Not just getting there and assuming you're going to lose, everybody knowing you a one and done team. Or is it about really making noise out there? The man been here 4 years, going on 5, and ain't won one playoff game yet. So you tell me what the issue is or the issue is not. Especially to you KOC stands and heavy nut riders. Tell me, expound why. You must expound right now. When it comes down to it, in all actuality, reality, guess what? As far as legacy goes, greatness goes, being a QB whisperer and an offensive mastermind, KOC ain't proved that yet. Not yet at all. And certain folks still want to crown him. Cool, let's get him.
Build our team a certain kind of way. You know, we have enough experience now since I've arrived here. I know with clarity the type of team that we need to build and the improvements we need to make. And I think a lot of that alignment has been a daily thing that I've really enjoyed growing with Nolan every single day and his staff. It's been a really cool summer, getting to build these relationships and see just so many of the things that made us all so excited about bringing Nolan here. It's just awesome when it starts coming to life on a daily basis. And it's not only Nolan, but the staff that he's assembled has been just as good of a staff as I've been around, quite honestly. And really look forward to see them continuing to build upon that. And then
great hire when you hired a Nolan Bane Teasley. Great hire when you hire a Nolan Bane Teasley. Love the hire. I love it. Set it off the rip. I love it. He's been around winning on top of that. You can peep his energy, his demeanor vibes on top of that. Just everything about Nolan Bane Teasley says no games, first of all, and he knows how to win and wants to win. You understand me? Let's get it.
I'll defer to Nolan on this one, but with great excitement for me as the head coach to know that we've got Brian O'Neill under contract for a long time.
That's funny. Now that's funny there. I have certain feelings about Brian O'Neill for sure. You know it. I know it. A lot of money there. A lot of money given to him. I'm going to get into that later after this. But a lot of money given to Brian O'Neill, Jack. No cap. You ask yourself, is it too much? I'm not high on Brian O'Neill like that. I feel like he's been declining. Now, can he come out this year and redeem himself? Yeah, he can. Every year is a different year. Just like KOC can redeem himself, Brian O'Neill can do the same. But I'm not high. Never been high the prior 2 years on O'Neill. I feel like he is a player on the decline. You give this man $96 million. Like I said, I'm gonna break it down fully later. But you gave him a nice contract. We talk about cap space, huh? Salary cap, boom. What players you have to pay. Certain players coming up for a payday. Certain free agents you may keep or not keep. You're paying Brian O'Neill a big chunk of change. Guapino, Federale, Linguini, Fettuccine, Barismo, huh? Is it worth it? I repeat, is it worth it? We saw Brian O'Neill get beat up and banged up last season. We saw him getting bench pressed a few times. You can be denial all you want to. Bitch, yeah, you can be a denial all you want to. You hear me? But we've seen Brian O'Neill get literally bench pressed last year. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not mad he got extended, but was it worth it? That's all I want to know. Was it worth it? And it shows you, obviously, they're not that big on Tiernan or what they saw in minicamp. They're not just overexcited about Tiernan right now. You know? I'm going to get into it later. Let me know how you feel about the Brian O'Neill sign and extension. Matter of fact, you hear me? We good. Crazy work. A lot of bread to him. A lot of bread to him. Not mad at him. Nothing against him. But damn, has he earned it? I'm just saying, has he earned it? Let me know in the chat. Has he earned it? SKOL VIKES. Here we go.
He's been such a pillar of this organization and just the leadership as a guy that from day one.
Who in the building? Who in the building? Here we go. Daniel in the building. Daniel in the building. What up, dog? Skol Vikes. Let's work, man. We go. Yeah. You said we're going backwards and more KFC lies. Nah, no, Daniel. Nah, no, Daniel. It ain't lies. Any you think it's lies? It's all lies to you? Wow, here we go. We all know that Kyler Murray is not going to win us a damn thing. Ooh, man. Daniel coming in hot with it. He coming in early with it. He gonna get it. Yo, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
One, when I arrived here, he's been somebody that you know, he's poured in everything since I've been here and a long time before that. And this organization means so much to him, our fans, our ownership, and just to watch this, you know, process play out and the way Nolan and his staff and everybody handled it to come to this outcome on the eve of training camp is just a really, really good thing for our team. And I know Brian is going to go out there and have the best year yet with.
And I hope he does. That's the ideal situation. Brian O'Neill goes out there and has the best season yet. Nobody wants Brian O'Neill to fail or play poorly. Of course you want Brian O'Neill to succeed. That's the whole part. What the hell? Why would any fan want a player to fail? Like him or not, think he's soft or not, etc. If the man go out there and play great, play his best ball, you're rooting for him, you're happy for him at the end of the day. Shit, here we go. But that don't mean I would have paid Brian O'Neill that much. Would have gave him that? No, not at all. But it is what it is. It ain't when it ain't. Obviously, they believe in him. But we've seen what happened when the Vikings office believe in certain O-linemen. We'll see what happens. All I can say. All I will say on that right now. Here we go.
The type of offseason he's had and his excitement about what we're doing offensively and where we take it from here. So I'll turn it over to Nolan.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? Just kind of echoing that sentiment. Like, this is an exciting time of year, obviously, and can't wait to.
Boy, Nolan Bane. Nolan Bane Teasley in the building, man. Let's go. Matter of fact, clap it up for Nolan Bane Teasley for real. Yeah, you know what I mean? The new era in the new era. Let's ride. Believe that.
I mean, just starting to see the setup come to life out there. I can't wait to welcome our fans and get this year started. Again, exciting time of year as an opportunity to grow as a football team, to grow together as an operation, and just getting underway this summer. Again, KO kind of touched on it, but working together with this guy every day, it's become clear we're aligned in our vision, both in terms of where.
Like it. I like that. Respect that. Definitely. Is it real? Hope so. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Right? Just hope it's real, but blending, communicating, matching each other's vision, etc. Oh, man. Nolan Bane coming to change some things. You hear me? Let's go.
We are currently, and as we, embark on the 2026 season, but also where we're headed in the future, and as we build this.
And as we know now, right, from the outside looking in, it was definitely some friction going on between Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, and Flores in general. It was definitely something going on behind the scenes. It wasn't all lovey-dovey and great communication like we all thought. So, yeah, we know what's up. My dog Bat in the building. My dog Bat in the building. What up, man? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. What he said. Some Vikings fans have what I call a darkened intellect. Tell me how Darnold has QB ratings of 48.2 versus Jaguars, 50 versus Jets, versus Lions 55, and somehow KOC talks like it's its own entity. There's never KOC, right, Bat? Once again, Bat. Oh, man. Once again, man, you know how it go. You know how it go for sure. You know what I mean? Oh, nothing about play calling. Nothing about game management. Oh, yeah, right. Nothing about play calling in certain situations. Okay, cool. You know? All on the quarterback once again. I got a great idea. Let's trade both Bum, Collar, and KFC to the Bengals for Burrow. Why? Because Chase would come here for one, and two, he can teach JJM how it's really done and win us a chip with Flo leading the way. That's a lot right there, Dan. That's a lot right there, Dan. You're probably unrealistic right now. lot going on with that one, man. Let's get back to it. Here we go.
This thing out. The connection between the coaching staff and personnel is already pretty apparent. We've seen it come to life with some of the recent acquisitions, the extension of Brian O'Neill. I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth, but yeah, just really, really, really excited about where we stand today and then where we're going in the future. And just to briefly, I haven't seen you guys since we added some members of the personnel staff, but Andrew Healy, Trent Kirshner, Tyler Hamblin, Ryan Pace, Azam Kapadia. They bring a wealth of experience, very complementary skill sets, and they've meshed really well with the talent that we already have in the building with Ryan Monens and Chiz and Mike Shaladen and Sam DeLuca, to name a couple. So to see everybody working together, building out process, being collaborative, being communicative, it just gives you assurance that we're headed in the right direction. And it's early in the year still. So
shout out, SKOL VIKES. There we go.
In terms of BO, working in Seattle, you're aware of what a great player he is, and then coming into the building.
So they really believe in Brian O'Neill, and Nolan Bane Teasley made that call. He made that call. He's certified, he stamped it, etc. So obviously he believes in O'Neill. Kevin O'Connell believes in O'Neill, etc. And I ain't mad at it, but I'm just saying, y'all paid him a lot of money. Hopefully he performs well. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully you put some incentives in there about the contract as far as injury goes and staying available for the most part of the season. But Nolan Bane Teasley believes in him. I'm a rock with him. We're going to see how it turn out, though. We're going to see how it turn out. Let's get back to it.
It's a privilege to kind of get to know the person, spending some time with him and understanding how
you get the feeling he's definitely a good dude. No cap. Even in his the one I broke down when he talked about McCarthy. Yeah, you definitely get a good energy from O'Neill. Now, he may be soft on the field, maybe soft as hell on the field sometimes, but that don't mean he a bad guy. Here we go.
How well regarded he is within the building, consummate professional leader, and everybody just holds him in such high regard. It's a foundational piece, and we're really, really pleased that we're able to keep him here for a long time. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Rob Brzezinski for leading that process. Emily Batis did a wonderful job, and obviously he's represented by Ryan Tolner and Rep 1. Those guys are professionals.
Shout out Rob Brzezinski again. Put the Vikings in a great situation as far as free agency goes, the draft goes, etc. So shout out, respect, Rob Brzezinski once again. Matter of fact, clap it up.
Really good relationship between the Minnesota Vikings and them, and we'll look forward to building upon that. And with that, we'll open it up.
Question time. What you think we gonna get? Hope we get some real questions, some in-depth questions type shit. Here we go.
This camp's gonna be physical. Is that different from other camps? More physical?
Well, I think you always want to.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Physicality. You hear me? Heavy, banging, no doubt. Helmets popping, shoulder pads hitting. That's what we want there. We need more physicality overall. You see how Bane looked at him, huh? Check out how Bane Teasley looked at him, man. You're like, hell yeah, you damn right. You better say yeah to the physicality. You better know what's up here. Like, don't play around with it, my boy. Don't play around with it. Look how you looking at him, though. Face directly there. Hey, physicality is something we need. You hear me, Holmes? You know it. I know it. Here we go. Let's word. Amen.
You always want to find that balance because you have to build kind of the callus of physicality with the rules that we have now. Really, and even over the next 3-4 days, we're still.
Once again, the rules, you have to stay in balance with the rules. You have to adhere to the rules. Don't get yourself in no trouble trying to be extra physical, and understand rest when it's time to rest. One thing about KOC, I love the couple of days he just said, hey, take the days off, rest your body. That's smart. That's intelligent. Yeah, you push your players past certain limits, but don't be stupid about it. Don't be dumb about it. You got a physical season ahead, a grueling season ahead. Right? 18 games, 17 games, whatever, including the playoffs. If you make it, another 3 more, 4 more, etc. Have to be smart about certain situations. Yes, you want to be physical. Yes, you want to be violent, but you can do it within the realm of the rules. And also keeping your players available. So if you got to sit a Christian Darrisaw, sit him. Let a Jefferson rest him. Same thing with any other player you may need, or any other player who is definitely important. Here we go. It will be enough reps to go around. These are professional football players, man. Been doing this for years. Multi-million-dollar contracts. Been playing on the NFL level for years, most of them. Even the rookies been playing at a high level in college. You understand me? Period. So understand what I'm saying here. Right? We go. But physicality is a must.
Still not going to be in full pads by the rules until Monday. So really, you're looking at a pretty significant amount of time between the last time these guys were able to practice, with the physicality, specifically along the line of scrimmage. I mean, we're not tackling to the ground every day, but we want.
And then you have to ease into it. You can't just go out there, start popping right away. You heard what he just said. They're not putting pads on until Monday. It's been how long since they put the pads on? So they have to get readjusted, acquainted per se. It's a process. It's definitely a process. That's why it's called training camp, pre-season, joint practice, man, off season, etc. Come on, bro. Here we go.
Want to make sure our team. It's been a process throughout the offseason, but also through the schematics of what we're doing on offense and defense. We want to build our team and the ability to play the way we want to play along the line of scrimmages. And then, obviously, both offense and defensively, our schemes are, layered and built on top of each other. But it still comes down to play style and physicality in so many aspects of this game. And we've got to find a way to practice it on a daily basis when we can, all with the mindset of knowing we need a fresh team, but a prepared team for the season.
Is there any way you approach training camp differently now with 4 years under your belt than you might have in year one?
Well, I just think, there's requirements. It's really not as much time as I know, coaches were always, fighting for as much time as we can possibly have with the guys. But when you really look at it and you get with the sports science people and you really learn, to maximize the days, and they're not all the same, but they can still be maximized, and they still give you a chance to kind of own that day and make sure that you've, kind of shown up and put everything you've got into it. That's coaches, that's players, that's our staff supporting the players. But just from a scheduling standpoint, what works the best, always subject to change if circumstances, whether it's, it's been pretty hot, as of late, or weather here or there that, could force us to maybe just have to adjust, because we want to maximize the preparation. But it's also really important to me to maximize the ability to be in front of fans and the energy that brings to practice this time of year. So I think the joint practices with Baltimore, you guys know how important I believe those are. How we handle the preseason games is one thing, but the build up to
big facts, no cap. Joint practices are everything. Joint practice is where you really separate the dogs, real dogs, from the poodles, etc. Preseason, it's cool. Yeah, you want to see the young guys play, who's on the brink, who gonna make some plays. But joint practices, you get down to the nitty gritty right there. Best versus the best. You're gonna see Lamar on the field, all the starters on the field. That's where the separation will happen. That may be where QB1 is crowned, if we're being realistic about it. Understand me? But you gotta love joint practice. I believe it's 2 this year as well. Oh yeah, that's where you separate. That's where it's gonna be made right there. Let's get back to it.
Those 2 days, while also knowing that we've got to compete within, you know, the Vikings versus Vikings world, and we hope that's a very competitive thing.
Yeah, but how do you anticipate managing the quarterbacks, especially in the first week or so of camp, in terms of first team, second team, whatever, but also just in terms of how you'll evaluate it?
Yeah, I met with all those guys really on an individual basis over the last day or so, and really just want to be able to articulate the vision and the plan. I feel very good about our plan. Both Kyler and JJ will take reps with the first team. They'll also take reps with the second group, and I think that gives a different.
Said it right there. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's what I mean here. Everybody wondering this, wondering that. The man been telling you as far as the QB competition goes, what it was for a month or two now. It'll be a fair competition. They'll share reps. First team and second team reps. That's what it is. We go.
Different layers to the evaluation as well. We want an elevator at the quarterback position, and in many ways doing that in this system is kind of a do your job mentality, which is, you know, running the show, throwing completions, and just showing the ability to execute our offense with comfort. And that offense is an evolving thing, and we're excited about what this year's offense could look like. But we do want to.
This year's offense should look phenomenal. This year's offense should look beautiful. Like I say, it should be damn near perfect. We should see a consistent offense, Kevin O'Connell. A physical offense, Kevin O'Connell. Right? A offense with great communication, period. And it starts with you. You are the main factor once again. It's no evading that. I don't care how much you want to talk about the receiving core, the skill players, McCarthy, Murray, whoever the QB is, the re-signing of O'Neal, the trench play, defense, whatever. If this man right here in front of you doesn't correct his errors, stay out of his ego, and really put the work in and become a better play caller in big moments as well, it's over. It's trouble, period. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac, a legend forever. You know, but it starts with him. Yeah, we got Jawan Jennings, dog. Got a great receiving core. We know all that. Defense gonna take care of itself. We know all that. But what is this man right in front of your face gonna do? How is this man gonna perform? Let's get back to it.
You know, we want to be thorough. We want to be comprehensive with this, but at the same time, I think it's important when we feel good about a decision, you know, as a group, and we're ready to move forward. It'll be good to do that, so we can prepare that player for the season, but also give our team and our players clarity of exactly the direction we're going, and then make sure that that whenever that happens, that's, you know, not the end all. I mean, we need to continuously chase improvement amongst our whole team, and there's other competitions that will go on, and it's going to be a competitive back end of our.
Nobody is safe. I repeat, nobody is safe. It's competitions across the board. It's competitions across the field. Murray and McCarthy, the Murray and McCarthy competition will elevate other competitions, right? And it's all good for them dogs. Dog sharpen dog, period. So this is great for the team. As far if we're talking about competitive edge, competitive spirit, bringing the best out them boys round yonder, you know McCarthy gonna bring it. Will Murray bring it? Who knows? He's a big crybaby right now. All he has done is complain. Oh, he ain't getting this amount. He ain't getting that amount. That's all he's done is bitch. He gonna cry in the car for real. You know? We go, man. Let's get it.
Roster to make our team because of, you know, the depth that's been put together by Nolan and his staff. So there's a lot of layers to it, but in regards to those guys, that's how we'll handle it.
Nolan, how will you sort of be involved in that situation? Will you, as a third party, kind of just viewing it from afar, or like will you be involved in the discussions of who's going to start? Just curious how you like envision your role in these types of situations.
Yeah, just like anything, and as we've gone through the summer, we've actively talked about every decision that we've made, big or small, and this will.
And you know they talk behind the scenes already. I'm sure they talk behind the scenes. I mean, they have a real relationship. They see each other every day. That's your GM. That's your head coach. They should talk. They should communicate on a daily basis. They're trying to win, trying to build a culture, a certain culture. This man right here in front of you understands what type of culture it takes to be a Super Bowl team, what type of players it takes, coaching staff it takes as well to be a real competitor. You know, shout out Nolan, Bane, Teasley once again. Here we go. What he said. Why bring in a Jamal Adams? Dude is washed up, can't cover at all. Says is no hit man, back laughable. One thing you're correct about there, Daniel, he probably can't cover as well. One thing I believe Jamal Adams still had, like I said in the video, I believe he can still bring the thud, set the tone, bring the hammer, etc. I think that's one thing he does definitely give you still, Daniel, right? That physicality, that aggression. I think he's playing linebacker now even. So we know he can't cover. Lost a step or two. Very similar to Hitman in the pass coverage aspect of it. But one thing he can do, knock your head off, knock your block off straight up. Sometimes that's what you need, baby. Sometimes that's what it takes. Like the thumbnail said, tone setter. He sets the tone really. You know? Now pass coverage, questions. Matter of fact. How was he in pass coverage? How was his speed? A lot of questions. You can't expect him to be the same Adams he was with the Jets. Hell, even with Seattle per se. Or can you? If he can give you a little bit, he can make some big plays for you here or there. Help the younger guys develop. Be a solid depth piece. That's all you want from him right now. If he does more, that's a plus. You know? But the Vikings aren't expecting him to come in and be this Pro Bowl caliber linebacker. That would be unfair to him. That's not who he is anymore at all. But I like the Jamal Adams signing. Just off depth chart. You can never have enough talent on your roster. Here we go.
This will be no different. When it's decision-making time, I mean, ultimately, you want to give your coaching staff that freedom to make that choice. But certainly, I should have the ability to offer a different vantage point, and we'll discuss it actively.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add is just the perspective. You know, I've come to Nolan about scheduling questions. I've come to him about
as he should. Understand, dog, sharpen dog. Here we go.
So many unique things just because his experience and you know, to have the ability to have that kind of dialogue, you know, about the decision-making process.
Hopefully KOC is not a poodle. Here we go.
Is only enhancing our organization and making me better. And that'll be the same case in regards to that conversation for sure.
Kevin, with Christian Darrisaw, are there any physical concerns or limitations lingering yet with his knee, or is he?
No, there's not. And the one thing I will say, and I always want to make sure, and I'll keep you guys updated as we go on, but we've got plans for all of our players, either players that, you know, are coming off injury, or in Christian's case, he's had a healthy offseason and he's really built up to a place where I know he's excited to get going. But
Darrisaw, important. This whole training camp, important that he stays healthy. I don't care if you rest him 2 days out the week. He's going to get enough reps. Make sure his knee is 100%. No need to risk further injury for him at all. You understand me? Period. He's a major piece to your O-line. If he can stay healthy, give us a full season. Oh, wow. You talk about a real mean run game. You talk about a powerful run game. But he's a major key up front. Use him wisely. Get him enough reps in, of course, but use him wisely. Don't force anything with him. We need Darrisaw to be healthy. We need Darrisaw 100%. Period. That's why you bring in a Vandermark, a solid depth piece, makes your team better. A real dog who can go in there and bang if his name and number is called. You ain't got to worry about him being like Brandon School, soft, piss poor. No, Vandermark can really play. Solid signing, a signing that made sense. Shout out Rob Brzezinski once again. Here we go, man. No doubt. What he said, Adams is worse than Pace. Man, here we go, man. Said he coming at Pace early. Shout out Daniel in the building, man. Here we go. Come on, EJ. We all know KOC doesn't run the ball. Haha. Our running back one will be Collar. Woo-hoo. If so, that will be tragic. That will be tragic right there, Daniel. You know it. I know it. But once again, I must say this. He may run the ball this year. That's why you bring in a Frank Smith per se, right, Daniel? Who knows what KOC does this year? Will he really change? We saw him change at the end of the season. So you got to give him credit right there. Has he been full of shit? Of course, I understand it. But you got to get a man credit where credit is due. Let's wait and see. Just wait and see how it goes. Until you know, you don't know. Shit, KOC might come out, run the ball 30 times a game. Everybody be happy, satisfied, and all that. You hear me talking about throw the ball more, KOC? Why you run so much, huh? Why you running so much, huh? Here we go. You want KOC to be himself, stay him, do him, be you. But just add the aspect of running into it more. Run the ball, lean on a run. Become a better play caller. Frank Smith will help him with that. That's what they brought him in for, to help him, communicate with him. And even KOC got out of his ego right there, if we're talking about it realistically, right? He didn't have to say, okay, I want Frank Smith in there to help me. He could have been like, he coming in here to help me for what? I don't need him to help me at all. He could have went that direction with Frank Smith, but no, he cool with it, played it right. Dog sharpen dog. Here we go. Score VIKES. Let's get back to it.
Throughout the training camp, can be a grind, and we want our players to experience that, but still take an individual aspect or individual approach, I should say, to how we best prepare those 53 plus guys to be ready to go, and we want to be smart about that. But I'm excited to get Christian going, and I know he's excited for this training camp.
As far as the reps go to, for the QBs in particular, are you going to, I think you talked about this in June, are you going to try to split them up first team by days as opposed to Kyler one series with the first team, JJ the next? Is that still the plan to have?
It's a good question. And I think having gone through it, and Flo and I basically sit down, over the past month and kind of build out, what we need to accomplish for our team. And looking at that, it's probably not something that we'll do by the day. It's going to be more by certain periods. Maybe a guy's gotten a little bit more third down work.
Hold on one second. Let's run that question back right quick.
Training camp, can be a 53 plus guys to be ready to go, and we want to be smart about that. But I'm excited to get Christian going, and I know he's excited for this training camp.
As far as the reps go to, for the QBs in particular, are you going to, I think you talked about this in June, are you going to try to split them up first team by days as opposed to Kyler one series with the first team, JJ the next? Is that still the plan to have?
It's a good question. And I think
kind of cut him off, huh? Big KOC got a little bit irritated with that question there from old boy. Here we go.
Having gone through it, and Flo and I basically sit down, over the past month and kind of build out, what we need to accomplish for our team.
Mhm.
And looking at that, it's probably not something that we'll do by the day. It's going to be more by certain periods. Maybe a guy's gotten a little bit more third down work, so then we'll make sure we kind of try to even it out. But I will say this, and I told the quarterbacks, we don't need to make this 50-50. It's going to be that way to start when we're on kind of the time crunch. But when we get
Mm.
into some longer practices, there's some move the ball periods. There's some periods where the amount of plays is unknown sometimes as you really start to get into what real football is. So there may be some where by the day it's going to be hard to really kind of quantify, okay, what exactly was it? Because
And it may be days where a quarterback gets a higher rep than another. McCarthy may get one extra rep than Murray that day, or Murray may get one extra rep than McCarthy that day. That's how it goes. But overall, you're gonna be able to tell if it's a real fair competition. The reps will be balanced majority of the time. But yes, of course, like you said, sometimes that's where the practice will pan out. You got the pads on now. It's different now. 2-minute situations, certain drills. So a quarterback may get more reps just on GP, the way practice went, etc. The amount of time you have to practice, the schedule of practice, it doesn't mean anything. Don't feed too much into it. But if the number is lopsided, it's way off. Oh no. Then something is going on, something fishy is going on. But that's going to be naturally happen. This day, a quarterback may get 2 extra reps, 1 extra rep, no extra reps. Just the way it goes, man. Right? The way the cookie crumbles sometimes in training camp. But you want to look for majority of the time, is it balanced? Is it fair? Are both quarterbacks getting the same amount of opportunities with the 1s, with the 2s, etc.? We go. What Bat said here. KOC acts like any 8th grade QB could run his almighty scheme. More likely the 8th grader could draw up a better scheme. Oh, damn, Bat coming in with it. Us. How you feeling, Bat? How you feeling off the rip, Bat? Here we go, man. Oh, snap. Here we go, bro. Let's get it. No doubt.
As practices get going, it's not that exact science, but over the sequence of many days, or as many days as we hope to have before we make a decision, I know we'll be thorough. I know both guys will feel like they've got an opportunity to compete, and they both know, and everybody on our team knows we're going to do what's best to give us the best possible chance to be a really good football.
That's what we want. That's what we want right there. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. May the best man win. We want the best meal on the field. Best men on the field. That's all we want. Fair competition, KOC, a fair war. Line them up, let them rip. Line them up, let them fly. That's all we want at the end of the day. If Murray wins, he wins. If McCarthy wins, he wins. Period. Shit. Let's go, man. Oh, man, my dog Lamont in the building. What up, bro? Lamont in the building. What up, man? He say, damn, late to the pod. Yeah. Why you always late to the pod, man? It's all good, Lamont. You made it to the pod, dog. You hear me? SKOL VIKES. Let's get it, man. Here we go. But he said, I agree 100 with Bat. KFC is hot garbage, and we will see yet again this year with his play calling. If he was going to do his best, he'd give up play calling. We're going to see, Daniel. We're going to see for sure, man. We're going to see for sure, no doubt. He can definitely redeem himself, though. Never forget that. 1 year is all it takes. 1 year is all it takes in the NFL, baby. KOC can come in this year, lead them to the playoffs, make a playoff run, a playoff push, get to the Super Bowl maybe. Then what? Then what is the narrative then? It all changes for Mr. KOC then. Now they will call him the offensive mastermind, the QB whisperer, the great leader of men. A lot of questions will be answered. You cannot run from the season. He say, work. It's all good, Lamont, all good, man. You made it to the party once again. Here we go. Here we go, man. So that's what it is right here.
All team this year.
Is there a date in your mind, and I'm sure you won't share it with us, but is there a date in your mind where this has to be decided by to like proceed to properly prepare the quarterback for the season?
I think there's an ideal date.
It has to be an ideal date. I repeat, it has to be an ideal date for sure. I'm sure they have an ideal date, but on top of that, they don't have to rush. They don't have to force a QB1. You're talking about the quarterback of your team. This is very important here. It's not a game. You know, we're talking about the direction you're going in this season. It's not a game. It's not for play here at all. Right? You're trying to find your QB1. Take it seriously. Don't rush because the fans tell you rush or the analysts tell you rush. I don't care if it takes up until the first game of the season. That's how long it takes. It's how long it takes. Always go back to it. These are grown men, multi-million-dollar deals, multi-millions to play ball, been playing for years. These players been around each other. They know the playbook, most of them. They have memorized the playbook. Don't want to hear about reps this and rep that, or they got to get used to who the quarterback is. You get used to it right now. You get used to it through training camp, joint practice, etc. This is not finding a running back, crowning a receiver. No, we're talking about the QB of your team. The hardest position in sports, baby, in sports. You want to rush it for what? Does it sound good for what? You don't have to rush nothing. You know? You don't have to rush a damn thing at all. Here we go. You know? Let's get back to it.
Based upon training camp, to make sure, you know, we check a lot of boxes for our team, but also for not only that player, but our entire offense. So yeah, there's absolutely a date in mind and you know, subject to what we think is best. If we feel like we can make the decision before that date, we will. If we feel like we need a little bit more time, we'll take it.
I like that he said, if we feel like, I repeat, if we feel like, when we feel like making a decision, right? Understand me? When we feel like we can make a decision, period. So I'm glad KOC put that out there. It's our timeline. No one else's, ours. We go.
And ultimately, a lot of work's been done to this point and been evaluated, both on the field, where we think guys are at from their understanding and comfort of our offense. And now we can apply it and really try to, you know, push this thing to the point where I think it's going to enhance both players. And I think it's going to give us clarity on where we need to go for this year. I can't remember it right now.
Can I ask you about the Ravens? That Ravens joint practice. I mean, you always have talked about how important that is, and you reiterated that today. Is that a time when you would want to know who your starter is?
I think, you know, it's a critical point in camp for sure. It's our first chance to really, in a exhaustive amount of reps for that first group to really go against those guys. But we still have, you know, complete full days, you know, where we're getting both groups, the ones and twos work, situational work. But, you know, there's really a timeline in place that I think I don't want to say yes because, you know, we want this to be the right decision when that time comes. But
exactly.
Ideally, we want to, Kevin, what I will tell you is we want to make sure that there is a comprehensive decision made, but the understanding that I'm well aware, having gone through training camps before as a player and a coach at that position, the time it takes to truly go into week one comfortable and ready to get off to a really good start.
When you make that lines, every quarterback that's come through here has talked about how complex and complicated the scheme is. Where would you say Kyler's comfort level is, having gone through OTs and minicamp?
Yeah, I think he's, you know, I was really impressed with.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Here we go, KOC. Don't lie. Don't do it, dog, at all. He's not comfortable like that. It's not like that. Here we go.
his ability in training camp to, we threw a lot at him, and, or in the offseason program, I should say. And now it's about, there's really not going to be a lot that he's hearing for the first time, that he's going to be hearing things that he's already practiced, or at least, maybe not at the full speed variety, but he's been in the huddle calling these plays. He's done a really nice job with that. Our offense is maybe different than what he's been accustomed to. But what I will say is we also want to make sure we're running an offense that's comfortable and something where a quarterback has a lot of confidence that they can go be the best versions of themselves in this offense. And there's no, there's a reason why, we make sure that there's always ability to make edits to the playbook, and all within the understanding of the bigger picture of how we want to play. We want to run the football. We've been really excited about what that has looked like from the time we welcomed our players back in the spring. And now we get to put the pads on and really see against one of the hardest defenses in the NFL to run the football against on a daily basis. That there's, I think the term iron sharpens iron gets thrown around a lot, but when you're going up against Flo every day, that
Flo is the guy. Flo is the guy. You hear me? Heavy. Flo is the guy. That's why I tell y'all, what I tell y'all, Flores is damn different. Dog sharpen dog, iron sharpen iron. That's what Flores does. KOC is at an advantage, has an advantage over any other defense in the NFL. That's why surprising his offense is so damn inconsistent type shit. He's going against the best coordinator in football, getting crazy looks every week in practice, and you can't give us 25 plus a game, KOC, with that firepower, with that offense. You understand me? Period. With that offense, you can't give us 25 per game on GP, KOC. You should be excited, jubilated. You got Brian Flores in the building, sharpening you, as you say. Come on, man. Here we go. Let's get back to it, man. Here we go.
Better be iron. That's all I know, because it's going to be a really challenging thing.
When you make that announcement, do you anticipate, or make that decision, do you anticipate making an official announcement to give the guy ownership?
Yeah, they'll obviously, if you guys are all right with it, probably be the first to know. But then, yeah, this is
the media. The media always want to know something, huh? Media act like Vikings. Media act like Vikings. Media act like, oh, we gotta say something. We gotta know first. Y'all gotta tell us first. They don't gotta tell you nothing, Jack. No cap. Media just assuming, oh, they gotta tell us first. No, it's Viking business at the end of the day. Viking team business, though. At the end of the day, you hear me? They don't gotta tell the media nothing. You can wait like everybody else. Wait. The nerve of these guys. Wow. Wow, man.
I hope, it's been as, apparent, as I've tried to make it. Transparency is really important within our building on things like this, but also with you guys as our connection to our fans. So, there's, this is going to be a very, when the decision's made, it's going to be a very, a process will take place, and then we'll move forward and go try to win games.
Nolan, when you look at your defensive unit, what excited you the most about being able to bring in a Jamal Adams type player?
Yeah, that was
this right here. I've been really waiting for this here. Nolan, Bane, Teasley ain't really talk much, but I've been waiting for him to really address this situation, the elephant in the room per se. Because guess what, Jamal Adams, like I said in the video, it's cool for your depth chart, I would say. But at the end of the day, is Jamal Adams, what can he bring you for real? He can't really cover. He is officially a linebacker now. So the main thing I like about him, what I feel like he can bring, very similar to Hitman, but even more in that dynamic of it, he's a tone setter, a head buster. He'll crack your dome, bust your head for real. Sometimes you need a tone setter like that back there. But let's not expect, like I said earlier, don't expect Jamal Adams to just be the player he was with the Jets or with the Seahawks. Now, if he can give you anything more, that's a plus. But I'm very interested to see why Nolan, Bane, Teasley wanted Jamal Adams. Now, how much did they get him for? Was it a steal? If you know the numbers, let me go. Last article I looked at, they didn't have the numbers in there or the whole specifics of it. But if you know what the deal is exactly, let me know, bro, in the chat. Here we go. Let's get it. We go, man. Get back to
I mean, actually, the thing that excited me the most was just, again, you guys will hear me talk about process, but just like having the conversations with Flo and the personnel staff and kind of bringing those two areas of expertise to life together. And first kind of started broaching the subject of Jamal just based on the skill set and my experience with him and, you know, the energy and the passion that he brings. And then it started, you know, getting in again to the specific skill set of what he does well. And then what Flo task players or
So really it's all about Flo. He thinks Flo can get more out of him. It had to be about Flo. No way. If Flores wasn't a D coordinator, I don't think Nolan, Bane, Teasley would have brung him in. He damn near just said it. Does Jamal Adams still have a skill set? Yeah. But is he worth paying and bringing in? I know they got him for cheap. But is he worth even being and putting on your roster if you didn't have a Flores who could get the most out of him, bring even more out of him? You understand me? No doubt. So obviously, him and Jamal Adams maybe had built a relationship in Seattle. He knows more about him than people know about him. Believes in him per se. Who knows? But I guarantee having Flores definitely made it a lot easier to make the decision to bring him in. Had to.
he can give them the freedom to do within this system. And so those things aligned. And I think Flo was excited about the acquisition. I know Jamal was excited about the potential and the possibility of being here. And those two things came together. And so to me, that's good process. And then we'll see about the result. But I'm really, really positive about that direction.
Couple more questions. I'm sorry. Are you actively pursuing another backup pass rusher?
Yeah, if there's a good football out there somewhere, we're actively discussing it and pursuing it, and then finding ways to improve our roster every day of the week, every day of the month, and every day between now and the trade deadline and the end of the season.
Is that guy out there?
There's always good football players out there for sure.
Nolan, what was your perception of Kyler just competing against him as much as you guys did out west?
Listen, he was the number one pick for a reason. It's not just about what he can do with his arm, and we all know that he can operate on schedule. And I was excited about the potential of seeing him in this system, and then how we were going to complement it with.
Now they really think he can operate on schedule. Can he operate on schedule? Maybe. Has he operated on schedule his whole career? I haven't watched the man enough. Not going cap. But we know for sure his questions about him being able to throw the crossing route in an offense that the main route is the crosser. So can he throw on schedule or not? We will find out.
The run game, but rarely do things go as planned in the National Football League, and so it's the extension of the play and what he can do, what he can do in that arena, when he can create as well.
How do you think about the conversation about his play style and the system and the fit between those two?
Yeah, I think he's always been an accurate passer, especially when you study him, the rhythm of the game, when he's in that rhythm and you feel this command of his ability to throw completions and move the team. And then, you do feel you don't have to watch his tape very long to feel that play extension and the ability to, not only steal some first downs with his legs, but he can go get a lot more than that. And I think the key with that is he's learned, and as guys learn throughout their career, no matter their skill sets, it's about maximizing each play with an intent on, what is the outcome that we're looking for, what has schematically been designed. But then it's On top of that, my ability to extend and maybe create the play beyond the scheme, which is always a good thing. But then there's the negative outcomes, whether it's guys getting hurt or turning the football over. You know, we know some of the things that are critical to us winning, you know, really since I've been fortunate enough to be the head coach here and the quarterback.
You've been here 4 years, going on 5 now, KOC. You know what it takes to win. You know what it looks like to win. You know exactly what it takes. This is the thing here with KOC. It's no longer you getting excuses. I don't care what your buddies, your pals may say. Who protects you or not? Everyone knows it's on you. It's time for you to put up or shut up. No longer the days of hiding behind your face, hiding behind McVay, hiding behind protection, nothing. Hiding behind them trying to make the quarterback the scapegoat, none of that. Hiding behind your defense, none of that. Here we go, man. Let's get it. Finish this up here.
Quarterback position plays a huge role in that because they're the guy that commands the offense. They've got the ball in their hands, making decisions with the football. And Kyler has demonstrated, you know, throughout his career that he's got the ability to do that at a high level. And I think it's the consistency factor of what we're looking for. But then I think it's also understanding he's got a pretty darn good group of players around him in that huddle. And, you know, he's simply doing his job and the effectiveness of doing that consistently has proven to be a really good thing for guys that have played in the system.
Last one to Kevin over here. Guys, anything change?
And peep game. They ain't mentioned McCarthy yet. I mean, I know the media has pretty much asked questions about Murray only, but peep game, though. Still trying to push a certain narrative.
Changed with Harrison Smith and where you guys stand with him? Is that still an open door if interested, or do you guys have any clarity there on
Yeah, you know, I would just say I spoke to him recently, just like, you know, I always do, and we had a great
We turned down golfing with you, right?
conversation. Nothing has really changed, but there was never an expectation, at least on my end or our end. I believe that now would be the time we would really you know, dive into that, and we'll continue to have dialogue with him and keep you guys updated as you know, if there were to be anything come about with that.
Thanks, everybody.
Boom, there it is, man. Shout out Nolan, Bane, Teasley, Kevin O'Connell once again. Matter of fact, clap it up for Bane, Teasley, and Kevin O'Connell. Like I say, whether you like him or not, believe KOC or not, you got to lean on him per se. You got to believe in him a little more. You understand me? But at the end of the day, you can't run from competition at all. Now, I'm going to check out and see if there's any more video to get into as far as training camp goes. I don't believe practice started today. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it ain't. I believe first practice is tomorrow, depending on what kind of practice that is. It's weird because it say first practice August 1st, but other news media outlets say tomorrow, Wednesday. Now, is this just the practice for the quarterbacks and rookies? Because the QBs and rookies did report. So is that just the rookie and quarterback practice? Even then, want to check it out, etc. Once again, the rest of the week, the lives probably will be later on. I had the opportunity to do this one earlier, so I took it. But the rest of the week, maybe except Friday, depending on what days I do live, even if the lives will be 8 o'clock mark, 8:15 mark, etc. So just make sure you stay tuned, hit that notification bell as well. Now, more news to get into. Like I told y'all, a few things to get into for sure. Understand me? Take our time with it. Let's get it. Do that later. But I want to dive into Brian O'Neill for sure. Matter of fact, let's do Brian O'Neill first. You know, dive in more on Brian O'Neill real quick. 1 second. He got paid. He definitely got paid. The question is, was it worth it? Me personally, don't think so. But hey, Vikings believe in him. Bane Teasley believes in him. KOC believes in him. So, hey, we shall see, dog. Here we go. Let's check out the article right quick. Mm-hmm. 1 second, man. Now, let's get it. Give me 1 second here. Let's get back to Everson Griffin. No, that's Everson Griffin. Shout out Everson Griffin as well once again. So sources, Vikings Brian O'Neill gets $96 million extension through 2030. Do you feel like that's a lot? I feel like that's a lot heavy. How y'all feel? The Vikings tripping or what? Are the Vikings tripping or what? 96 mil for O'Neill? Let me know in the chat. Do you feel like Brian O'Neill earned that, has proven that? Let me know in the chat, man. Here we go. Matter of fact, who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Gary Balster in the building. What he said, Gary Balster in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. What he said? What's up with you and rap, bro? Nothing. All good. Here we go. Shout out Daniel in the building. If we don't want to win the Super Bowl, KFC is hot garbage. I'm done with the bum. Let's get to the dance. No, I'm out on that crap mindset. It should be Super Bowl, boys. That's it. Leave everything out there. Now, I will say this, Daniel. I don't feel the it will be a failed season if they don't win the Super Bowl. Like I've been saying, KOC needs to win 2 playoff games to keep his job. Anything less, he out of there. Anything less is uncivilized, period. You understand me? What Daniel said, rap got caught two-facing it. Shout out Daniel in the building. SKOL VIKES. Expound. Why expand? EJ can do that himself. No need to expand, explain anymore, dog. Here we go. Fair, bro. Just confused. This is all. Let's get it. He say lies, KOC. Lamont say lies. Lamont saying cap. Lamont, you think KOC is cap? Here we go. Lamont says you think KOC is cap. Do your bad. Is KOC really lying, Lamont, bro? Here we go. Let's get it. Why did it take 11 games to edit the playbook last year? Exactly, Lamont. Exactly, right? Right. You knew it. I knew it. They forget that part. They don't talk about that part right there, though, Lamont. Come on, man. Tell them stop it. Tell them stop the cap. You hear me? Here we go. Let's work, man. Here we go. 11 games, and they talking about you offensive mastermind, you offensive whisperer, a QB whisperer. Come on, man. Here we go. I have said this about Flow 2 good, just to promote him due to KFC deficiencies. Oh, trust me, if KOC starts out bad, if KOC is piss poor, he will be out of there. I guarantee he will be gone. I guarantee that. You know, Anthony Quinn in the building. Shout out Anthony Quinn in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's work. Have any other players practiced today? What's going on? Not yet, Quinn. Not yet, Quinn. I believe the first practice is Wednesday. Now, remember, it is only the QBs and rookies right now. I believe Monday is when the veterans get there, or Thursday, maybe Thursday. So official practice, but not official practice. Once again, rookies, QBs, etc. That happens tomorrow. The veterans come in later, but I don't care what it is. It's Viking news. The season is back. Rookies are important. Quarterbacks are important. Right? Period. But with that being said, once again, Anthony Quinn, I think tomorrow is the first official practice. Here we go. The pads don't come on until Monday. I repeat, Quinn, the pads don't come on until Monday, like you heard KOC just say. Here we go, man. That's word. Shout out Anthony in the building once again. SKOL VIKES. AI said Jamal Adams signed a 1-year contract worth of just over $1.2 million with the Minnesota Vikings. Good job. Good job. Cool still right there, man. See, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that right there. Anthony Quinn. Shout out Anthony Quinn for dropping the numbers for real. You know, he said 1.2, that's nothing. That's a still like Murray. You can't beat that at all. No doubt. FN nonsensical take. Here we go, man. Let's go, Nine. Go prove it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Minnesota Spike. Shout out Minnesota Spike, bro, and the Spike grow in the building, coming in hot on the spot. You hear me? Heavy. That's what I'm talking about right there. May the best man win, but it's Team 9 round yonder. Matter of fact, where the sirens at round this bitch? Here we go. O'Neal got paid. Damn, he did get paid. He did get paid. He say, nope, did not earn it. I don't believe he did, Lamont. Especially last season, the past 2 years, 96 mil. Brian O'Neal has been on a decline. But they saw something in Brian O'Neal, but that don't mean nothing to me, because guess what? They saw something in school. Huh? They saw something in Bradbury. They kept certain players in the building that should have been gone a long time ago. They saw something in Ed Ingram. Everybody gonna say, oh, he went to the Texans and balled. He went to the Texans and balled. No, he ain't. Okay, playoffs, what happened? Like, everybody forgets playoffs, what happened? Ed Ingram destroyed, the whole Texans front destroyed. What happened in the Super Bowl? Garrett Bradbury destroyed, the whole Patriots front destroyed. And Garrett Bradbury was one of the main culprits. Come on now, here we go. He said, what's the guaranteed money? Guaranteed money for who, Minnesota Spike? Let's get it. It's more of a do what is appropriate for each opponent or situation more than verse pass situation. Run it when you should, run and pass when it's time to pass. Don't invite Parsons to knock QB's block off. Hey, I mean, schemes, adjustments, right? They barely made any adjustments last year, Bat. You know it. I know it. How many times, hey, did we say make adjustments? Where are the halftime adjustments at? What's going on? Why you come out doing the same shit? You hear me? Here we go. What if KOC does get fired and Flores becomes interim coach for the year but does not retain head coach position here next year? That will be a major problem right there, Lamont. No doubt. Great Corsten as well. It could happen. But that would be very fraudulent from the Vikings front office, because why wouldn't you make that man the head coach? Be something fishy going on behind the scenes for real. At the end of the day, if anyone has earned a head coaching job, it has been Brian Flores. I know they're talking about Josh McCown potentially going somewhere after this year. Want to compare and say who should be a head coach and who should not be? No disrespect to McCown, but the credentials are different. The skill set is different. The results are different. Period. There's no way around it. If anybody deserves to be a head coach on the Vikings or in the league in general, it is Brian Flores. And we know why he's not a head coach right now. Because the situation he got going with the NFL. He's fighting, he's battling for real. So that's why, and that's it. But that would be a horrible situation. That would be really wrong right there, you know? Who else would you make your head coach? Why would you pick anyone else to be your head coach at that point, right, Lamont? It would make sense. It would be the ideal situation, right? Perfect situation, damn near. We go. Mm-hmm. Here we go. 1 second. Hold up. Back to it. So, yes, sir. Hold up, what we at here? Get back to this Brian O'Neal information. The deal, which runs through the 2030 season, is worth up to $96 million. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter. Wow. Here we go. O'Neal was entering what was essentially the final season of the 5-year, $92.5 million extension that he received in 2021. He has been a full-time starter since his rookie season in 2018, has been named to 2 Pro Bowls, and is considered a pillar of the locker room. Here we go. He's been somebody that's poured in everything since I've been here, and a long time before that, Coach Kevin O'Connell said. And this organization means so much to him, our fans, our ownership. I know Brian is going to go out there and have the best year yet with the type of offseason he's had and his excitement about what we're doing offensively and where we take it from here. I hope so. I really hope so. He needs to have a great season. He needs to. Yes, sir. Here we go. Let's get it. The Vikings had some preliminary discussions with O'Neal early in the off season, but put the process on hold during the 4th-month tenure of interim general manager Rob Brzezinski. O'Neal was in the building for off-season workouts, but was an observer during voluntary OTAs. Nothing wrong with that. He was a partial participant in mandatory minicamp, after which talks resumed once the Vikings hired former Seattle Seahawks executive Nolan Teasley as the permanent replacement for Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. Great hiring once again. Working in Seattle, you're aware of what a great player he is, Teasley said. And then coming into the building, it's a privilege to kind of get to know the person, spending some time with him and understanding how well regarded he is within the building. A consummate professional leader, and everybody just holds him in such high regard. It's a foundational piece, and we're really, really pleased that we're able to keep him here for a long time. A 2nd-round draft pick in 2018, O'Neal has started 120 games in 8 previous seasons. He turns 31 in September. And so, damn, he got paid. He got that big bag. You hear me? He got that big bag, bruh. No doubt. That big old bag. He say true unless Bane has someone in mind. Here we go. Off season don't mean nothing unless you stacking wins in regular season and playoffs. It's gonna have to show me something good this year. No doubt, dog. No doubt. We go. Now let's see. I want to dive into the Gerald Alexander situation as well. Inexcusable, I repeat, for a coach. What the hell is he thinking? Where the hell is his mind at? 1 second. Here we go. And now, once again, you heard it earlier. Who is this? Defensive back coach Gerald Alexander was suspended by the Vikings, I believe 3 weeks it is. Let's dive into that right quick. Minnesota Vikings suspend defensive backs coach Gerald Alexander after DWI guilty plea. Alexander is the 2nd NFL assistant coach disciplined for DWI in recent days ahead of training camp. Is this the DWI video right here? Wow. Oh no, this Geno Smith here. I was like, what? They got it already? Here we go. 1 second. Another NFL assistant coach is being disciplined by his team after facing driving under the influence allegations. This time with Minnesota Vikings defensive backs coach Gerald Alexander being suspended by the team. Now, question is, what's going on in Minnesota with this alcohol problem? Like, for real? Players, coaches, everybody riding around getting tipsy, riding. The Vikings announced Tuesday that Alexander has been suspended for 3 weeks after he pleaded guilty to driving while intoxicated earlier this month. Alexander's blood alcohol level was 0.169, or more than twice Minnesota's legal limit, on an initial breathalyzer test, according to the charging statement. Here we go. Alexander, hired in February as the team's passing game coordinator, as well as defensive backs coach, was arrested in April, and his guilty plea came on July 16. Oh, so this has been in the background, kinda. They've been keeping this on hush mode, per se, right? Here we go. Alexander pleaded guilty to 3rd-degree DWI, a misdemeanor, and paid $603 in fines and fees. He was assigned 48 hours of community service and will be on probation for 2 years. Alexander's club suspension began on July 24. Although it was not announced then, it will run through August 13. Following Gerald's arrest earlier this spring, we remain in communication with the NFL while awaiting the outcome of the legal process, the Vikings said in a statement. We take these situations seriously and believe this disciplinary action is appropriate. Appropriate it is. Like I say, it should be the same for players and coaches, the same across the board. Exactly, Lamont. That's what I said earlier, though. That's my whole thing about it. It's cool they want to change the narrative now, but Wes Phillips traveled with the team, right? Right. How ironic, Lamont. That's ironic right there, Holmes. No doubt. But Wes Phillips actually still got to travel with the team, I believe. So, no, he wasn't suspended at all, I don't believe. You understand me? So what's up with that right there? I know it may be a new culture, new whatever. KOC want to stand on certain principles now, but what happened with Wes Phillips? And I'm not going to dive into the different topic, but it's going to be a different topic later that I will speak on. It's a lot that goes on in many more than just football per se. You understand me? Period. It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that goes on in Minnesota as well. And this is just way separate from a football situation, but it's definitely stories coming. I'm talking about real things going on, real certain situations going on, period. You know, no one talks about it's on hush mode, it's quiet, kept quiet. And I'm talking per se racial bias, period. Understand me? Here we go. Once again, lies, lies, lies. It's what it was, Lamont. It's what it was, dog. You know, some people may not like it because people don't like the truth in general, especially when you say it or express it a certain way. But and so, you know what I mean? Heavy. But those are facts right there. No, Wes Phillips was not suspended, period. Let's get to it. But whether the case, Gerald Alexander, way out of line, way out of pocket, bro, we need you to be a leader. We need you to be a leader of men. We need you to carry yourself a certain way. You know what you signed up for? You wanted to be a coach. Lead by example. You and everybody else, you know? We go. The NFL tells Fox News Digital the club's suspension will close the matter and Alexander will not be subject to additional league discipline under the personal conduct policy. And I think a suspension will definitely suffice. Yeah, no doubt. Here we go. Alexander, who previously worked under Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores in Miami when Flores was the head coach, also released a statement through the team. I take full responsibility for the situation I put myself in and apologize for not meeting the mark, Alexander said. I know it's unacceptable. I understand the suspension and am committed to learning from the matter and ensuring I come back a better version of myself. Now, you know, definitely a shout out to him. Hold up right here. You know, you live and you learn, but Gerald, him right now, as far as who he is, his job, what he means to the team, to the defensive back room per se, he shouldn't be out there getting no DWIs, man. You understand me? He shouldn't be out there getting no DWIs, man, at all. Got to be locked in, got to be focused. Who's locked in, who's focused, etc., who's ready. We're going to see, though. We're going to find out, though, for real. What he said, you see the wolves in sheep clothing. Woohoo, Lamont, man, Holmes. You ain't lying there, boy. You ain't lying there. Matter of fact, bring that back up right quick. Heavy. Coming with it, man. No doubt. You know what's funny? Even even the people who do say it, even if they do see it, man, if they see it in a certain individual, they ignore it. We know what it is. We know what it ain't, man. You hear? They can see it clear, see the truth clear, and still ignore it. Heavy, dog. You know, period. And that goes on a lot in Minnesota. I realize that. Like I say, more stories to come, different things to come. Period. Shake it up a little bit for real. Here we go. Matter of fact, leave that up there for a little minute for real. No doubt. What he said. Yep. They turned the eye. Yep. Big facts. No cap. Definitely. Definitely, man. No doubt. Turn the eye. True. Real talk. So what was that? That was the Gerald Washington or Gerald Alexander situation. Do better, Holmes. Get your mind right. Come back better. Come back stronger, like you say. But unacceptable, inexcusable for him. And since you're holding everybody accountable, KOC, from this point on, moving forward, make sure everyone faces suspension. Everyone faces this right here. Players, coaches, across the board. Like my dog Lamont said, Wes Phillips didn't get suspended at all. Matter of fact, he still was able to travel with the team. Here we go. What else we got here to get into? Oh, yes. One more video. Hold up right quick. Let's get into this video, man. Where we at here? I need to drop. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop the link, man. You want to come rock and roll with me and lock in with me? Say how you feel. Just make sure it's real. But we're going to get into this video right quick. I believe it's Adam Thielen on ESPN. Speaking on the quarterback situation. I believe Rich Eisen spoke on it as well. I might just dive into both of them, depending. Give me 1 second here. Like I said, the Vikings hot right now. They real hot right now. So, of course, that's going to be the main topic. Matter of fact, let's hit Rich Eisen first. Also, the veterans have arrived. The veterans have arrived. 1 second. Let me share that right quick. The veterans are in the building. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Shout out the veterans in the building. Show some respect. Show some love. Show some love. Here.
Football's back. Let's go.
My dog. We here, me. Here, me. Hey.
Football's back. Let's go.
Shout out Cashman, Blake the Snake. Snake, man. Blake the Snake. You hear me? Heavy. Hey, shut him up, Blake. Keep him quiet, Blake. For real, Holmes. Early. You know? Lamont, what up, dog? What's going on, man? What's good with you, bro?
Man, same shit, different day, man.
I dig it, man.
Man,
No
hey,
doubt.
you know, I'm gonna let this go through, but there's a couple things I want to tap in with you on, man. I'm kind of hot today after listening to this, man. I'm kind of hot. Man, bro. You know, I'm not trying to bring up the race car, man, but it's kind of ironic that you're hearing a lot of stuff going on about melanated people in Minnesota sports pertaining to the Vikings, but you don't hear anything else happening to other people, man. Like, you hear more about suspensions and people having disciplinary actions than you do with, you know what I'm saying, the other races. And I'm not trying to pull a race car, but I'm just calling it how I see it.
That's facts, bro. I mean, like you said, they took Addison through the fire. You understand me?
Bro, man.
Through the fire, man.
They talked about West Phillips for a little bit. They threw that under the bus.
Exactly. Bro, he didn't even get suspended, you know?
Exactly. And then, you know, another thing I wanted to piggyback on too, bro.
Yeah.
The Met Gala with JJ. Everybody been talking about how JJ don't want to have to deal with a quarterback that he dealt with last year. But you know what? JJ wouldn't have dealt with what he had to deal with if the O-line was more solidified and more stronger, if they had a backup plan on a backup plan for him. The man dropped 4 touchdowns yesterday or last year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't McCarthy's fault. That wasn't Nine's fault. That was his fault.
Right,
Addison dropped crucial passes last year too. So the narrative going around about J.J. McCarthy not being the QB of the future for the Vikings is hogwash. Because if you really think about it, the coaching let him down and the O-line let him down as well as receivers.
And Lamont, you know what's funny, bro? You never hear nobody talk about that. No analysts, no media, no nothing. It's all McCarthy, dog.
They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose their cookies.
It's all McCarthy, bro. And what you said earlier, it's not just football though. It's a lot of stuff going on in Minnesota that's kept quiet. I'm talking about the state, bro, for real. Like a lot of stories out there.
Man, I've been in here for 30-something years. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I just been, by the grace of the Father, I just been one of the less fortunate people to have to endure with a lot of other people that endure the stuff that goes on in Minnesota as well as around America.
Yeah, the world, America, dog. Yeah, but but they want to, people painting certain pictures and ignore certain things, just like in media and everywhere else. We see it every day, Holmes.
Exactly. It blows my mind, man. It just blows my mind. But hey, I don't know what's going on with the Vikings right now, man. Something is fishy going on, man. And another reason why I don't think they will. If KOC did get let go, I don't think they'll bring Flores in as the coach. I don't know if it's because the wheels are.
Hey, you was breaking up a little bit. Say it again, bro.
I said, because of the situation, I don't think it's the case because of the situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? With Quasi. And, Flores had to play a mix in that, you know what I'm saying? And the Wilfs are probably under the NFL's pocket, too. So, he might be drawn out as a defensive coach for a I don't think they'll give him that option.
Yeah. I mean, but if they don't, that's messed up. Because if anybody deserves that chance, is him, right? But, the NFL... He's going against the NFL, a powerful entity.
But to piggyback from that, EJ, think about how long he's been dealing with this. He was dealing with this situation in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to the Steelers. He was still kind of dealing with it with the Steelers. Low key, you didn't hear about it that much because they had a melanated head coach at the time. You know what I'm saying? So then you piggyback to that. He come to Minnesota. Now he's starting to bring more skeletons out of the closet. And the NFL don't know how to handle it. And now you got the Supreme Court saying they can move forward with it. Hey, at that point, the options that he wanted at one point in time could not be on the table because we all know it's not financial. The man is straight. His kids and his grandkids are straight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's deeper than what we can fathom and what we can see on the surface.
Yeah, it's not about the money. It's about the principle of things for him. I guarantee it. Y'all was wrong for the way y'all treated him. Now he wants his justice. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's a catch-22 with it because, you know what I'm saying, they're going to always throw that in the loop. Well, he went after us for this and that. He don't deserve to have a head coach role.
Right.
It's just messed up, man. The situation's messed up on that end. But I believe if KOC does get let go this year, I do believe that Teasley is going to bring in a coach of his choice.
Let me ask you this question right quick, man. So as far as redeeming himself, do you think KOC will redeem himself and have a good season?
Only way I think KOC can redeem himself is if instead of him going with his gut, go with his coach's gut. Listen to his coaches. You know what I'm saying? You brought in a new running back coach. That's now your assistant. I'm quite sure he's going to be drilling it in his head. We need to run this ball. We need to run this ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If he can implement a run game, if he can implement the run game finally into his playbook this year, sky's the limit for the Vikings. Sky's the limit. I believe that the offensive line
not only implement it, but stick to it as well, dog. Don't run from it.
Exactly. And I really think that if they can stay healthy on that line and stay upright, whether it's Murray or McCarthy, I would love it to be McCarthy. But hey, if it's Murray, just keep our quarterback upright. Don't put him in situations to where he has to escape the pocket or to go run unless it's a designed run play.
Right. Now, as far as O'Neal, do you think he was overpaid?
I think O'Neal was overpaid.
Yeah.
Especially because of the injuries that he's been dealing with the last couple years, and the fact that, granted, the O-line wasn't strong enough. He still had, gave up sacks, gave up hurries, and everything like that. So it all boils down for them to be in one accord and for the O-line to just stay healthy. If the O-line can stay healthy, we're going to be straight. We're going to be straight.
Because
it's important to have the quarterback
up there. We got some dogs up there, you know what I'm saying? They got to stay healthy, though.
That's all it is. If you can stay healthy, you'll keep your quarterback healthy, the sky's the limit for the offense of the Minnesota Vikings. You got three of the meanest wide receiver tandems that's in the NFL right now. Them boys is going to be on fire. I'm just worried about Jettas, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Ever since you brought that out about the Met Gala and him going to that all-white Reuben party, bro, when I go back and I look at the last season and seeing the passes that was thrown to him that were very catchable balls that he was dropping, crucial touchdowns that he was dropping, it made me think about the gala and the white party. Like, what was your mind thinking about something else other than the game? His game was just really off last year. And I don't think it has a lot to do with the quarterback play, because there were balls that he was able to catch that he dropped.
And check it. Very uncharacteristic, definitely. But I'm going to tell you this here. The first game versus Green Bay, we're going to see where his mind is at home. So I'm telling you now, we're going to see. But yeah.
Man, I want to see what the mind of the whole team is at.
Yeah, facts.
That's where it's going to boil down to.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
Because when I heard Gannon was their defensive coordinator,
yeah,
that's a different breed of defense. Boy, that man, he can bring it, bro. Gannon can bring it.
You talking about the Packers?
Yeah.
Oh, they got Gannon.
Yeah, they DC is Gannon. He can bring it, bro. Don't be sleep on Gannon.
Yeah, no, he can coach. Damn, okay.
So
we know it's about coaching, you know what I mean? We know it's about coaching, bro.
Yep. And then you got to look at the Bears. The Bears are dealing with like 6 injuries going into the training camp, and out of them 6, 5 of them are PUPs.
Wow. So the Bears they kind of in trouble right now too, huh?
They in trouble. You know what I'm saying? The Lions is kind of in trouble, but a lot of people gonna be sleep on the Lions. I think they're gonna have a decent little run. They ain't gonna win the division, but they gonna have a decent little run. So,
but them boys play hard every time for Dan Campbell. He bring it out of them.
I know that's
about
right.
Dan Campbell. I'm saying they play hard for him every time.
I wish the Vikings could do the same thing for KOC. The defense does it for Flores, but does the offense do it for KOC? That's the question.
Exactly, bro. That's going to be the main thing this year, Lamont. What kind of quarterback play you get, and is your offense consistent?
Facts.
Can we get 25 plus a game from KOC? I hope so.
Man, I don't care about 25 a game. Can we get double-digit wins from KOC? That's what I want. I want double-digit wins, and I want at least two playoff wins, like you state all the time.
Yeah, we got to, bro.
Need at least two.
Yeah, to retain his job, we need at least 2. Forget 1, bro. It's been 5 years. We need 2, bro. Period. You're talking about 1. Enough of the 1 bullshit. We need 2 out there, man.
Facts.
For real, man. No doubt.
But yeah, man, it's going to be a very interesting season. Very, very interesting.
Do you think they're a playoff team?
If the offensive line can stay healthy, yes, we are a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, EJ, it boils down to that offensive line. If they stay healthy. If they can stay healthy, we're going to be a playoff team. We can even win the division. But like I said, it all boils down to the O-line. The QB play, if they go with the right one, the QB play is going to be good. I'm not going to say it's going to be excellent or outstanding, but the QB play is going to be good. And that's all we need. We need a game manager. We don't need no one to take over the game. That's why we got all this firepower on the offense to take it over.
Yeah. And it starts with your head coach, once again, calling the right plays as well.
And listening and getting the feedback from your assistants.
Yep.
Because in my eyes, I look at the Vikings as a family.
How it should be.
We got a bunch of brothers. We got a bunch of brothers in there that get along, that don't get along. We gonna bicker. We gonna bump heads. We gonna wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Then we got pops up there. We got grandpa. We got the uncles over here. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be in here like a family. Hey, they don't get down like that sometimes, though, bro. They don't get down like that sometimes.
So I'm saying it's been a lot of faking the funk in the building about the whole brotherhood family shit, man.
Facts.
It's wild, bro. I'm looking forward to the season, definitely, dog. I promise that, man.
Man, you and me both, man. You and me both. I'ma really try and make it to a couple of these training camp practices and stuff, so I could get some pictures and some recordings of the offense and the defense out there.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that, bro. You gotta let me know, Holmes, for real, man.
Oh,
you gotta let me know, man.
I got you. I got you. You already know. I'm gonna tap in with you. I'll send you whatever you need, bro.
For sure, for you.
Back up on there. You know I got you.
But, you gotta come talk about it too, man. You know what I'm saying? Say what we're seeing, dog. Practice.
Of course.
Oh
no,
shit,
of
man.
course. Of course.
Yeah,
you
bro.
already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just excited. Long overdue. I feel like the layoff is over with.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the information, man. You know, I'm gonna be paying attention to Zug Bill. What the hell is his name? Bill Gadd? How do you pronounce his name? I'm gonna be paying attention to him because he's gonna be out there at training camp and stuff like that. So I'll be able to catch all of his information and stuff.
Oh yeah, you talking about Zolgad? Was it Jug?
Yeah.
Yeah, he be out there. Yeah, I think.
Tapping in with his old ass sometime. Hey, where's Trey been? Have you heard from Trey?
Nah, man, I don't know what's up with him, man. I don't know what Drake. I don't know what's up, man.
That boy MIA.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him, man. You know, we'll see what's up, man.
Yes, sir. But bottom line, EJ, man, I just want our team to do good, man. SKOL to the bowl. That's all I want to do, man. SKOL to the bowl. No ifs, ands, or buts.
That's the main goal, bro. You're for real.
Hey, would you be telling Huye? No Eddie tonight. That's how I wanted in the season, man. I don't want no Eddie through the season, Minnesota.
Real talk, man. Don't cap, bro. Real talk, man. It's time to win, bro. For real.
Right. But hey, I just wanted to get in here real quick and chop it up with you, bro. Give you my 2 cents. I'm gonna go ahead and let you continue your show. And
good shit, man.
I'm gonna keep on tapping in, bro. I'll tap in with you after the show.
I bet. Good shit, man. I'll let you later, bro. Hold it down, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Shout out Lamont in the building, man. SKOL VIKES. Here we go, man. Let's get it, man. Let me go get into this video. Oh, hold on. We got the veterans return. You see Jetta's right there. Hold on. Let's get to it. Let me put the screen on there. You see Jetta's right there, man. Ivan Pace, Jawan Jennings, dogs. Running back one more from the beginning. Blake the Snake. Gonna be great, man. We go.
Football's back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
True. Rodgers. I ain't no disrespect to Rodgers, but he is a number 2. E-Dub, get that dub. I repeat, Holmes, E-Dub, get that dub, baby, for real. SKOL VIKES. Here we go. The parlor. Oh no, what a thrill coming. What a thrill coming. You know it, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Here we go. J Red, you hear me? Big Red in the building. Big Red in the building. Yeah. J Ward in the building. We got dogs in the building, man. Let's work. Here we go, man. Let's get it. Big Red in the building. Let's get it, bro. So, DT, Roll Tide, DT. Step up, DT. It's time for DT to step up. You hear me? Heavy. Go. Byron Murphy Jr. Shout out, respect, Byron Murphy Jr. Lock in, bro. We need a big year from you. We need a big year from you. For real. Yeah. Rouse, you ready, dog? I mean, Rouse, you ready? I love your energy, but are you ready to play? Here we go. Hawkinson, you've been soft for a while now. You've been soft for a while now, baby. Are you ready to be tough? Are you ready to earn your bread? Bags full. Price in the building. Let's get it. Oh, we back. We is SKOL VIKES. We is. Aaron Jones in the building, man. Can he stay healthy? Let's see. Here we go. Shout out 3-3 in the building. Let's work. Hey, O'Neal got the deal. He got paid in the shade, man. Not mad at it, but just want him to earn it. Here we go.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Oh, big congrats. Got paid. Cool. But can you ball? Can you earn it? We don't need no Hawkinson situation. Yeah. Josh Oliver. I've been saying it. I'm taking him over Hawkinson. No disrespect. That's what it is. Here we go. CD, Big Sun 1. Question for him, can he stay healthy? That's it. That's all. We know the talent. We know what type of player he is. Can he stay available? Let's JM, Fofo. Hey, Fofo, you ready? Have you improved your coverage skills, Fofo? You know.
I'm gonna ace this.
Boy, it's back, man. It's back around. You hear me? Back around, man. It's back around. Now we got some more videos to get into. We're gonna start with Rich Eisen. Like I told you, it's hot right now. The Vikings are hot right now. Murray versus McCarthy. Everybody gonna be on it. So we on it.
Men's Health magazine named the Hydro Layer the best for anti-aging.
I don't even use that one.
So
we've got Kevin O'Connell speaking about the quarterback competition of the summer. Now, I know I just mentioned Atlanta and Tua and Penix. Now, Penix is a highly drafted guy who we all know blew out his knee. His ability to stay healthy was the question mark about drafting him based on his injury history in college, right? And then he comes off of a remarkable national champion runner-up season at Washington, drafted by Atlanta, and they then go in the Tua route as a sense of competition. And we'll see how healthy Penix is. Now, we all know in Minnesota, it's a highly drafted kid who was the national champion on that night against Penix.
Real winner.
And J.J. McCarthy, who hurts his knee. Year one goes out. Year two, he's in. And, is better known for his memeing himself than his actual play. Although I think that's unfair. There is a game against the Dallas Cowboys. He was making some throws.
He definitely looked
against
like
the Bears.
Not only that game, he made big throws all year, good or bad. Big throws all year.
Bears in the fourth quarter. I mean, he had some moments, but again, it's not like, oh, he's definitely the guy here. Certainly after Minnesota, let Sam Darnold walk to see what they have in JJ McCarthy. And he
We'll
goes,
talk about your coach. Let's talk about development right there. We can split it and dip it any way you want to do it there. Understand me? Talk about lack of development, lack of time. Come on now, let's be real here.
goes up and down when he is healthy, and then when he's not healthy and Carson Wentz goes down, they're SOL in SKOL country, right? And so they go and they bring in Kyler Murray.
On the cheap.
On the cheap. Same way the two is in Atlanta. Now I've set the stage. Everybody kind of knows the story, but I kind of want to set it one more time because it's now arrived. We've been talking about it for weeks and months. What will it look like? How will they split it up? What sort of ways to split up reps can we look into to see who's got a leg up or not? And Kevin O'Connell's giving you none of that. It looks like this thing is 50-50. Hit it.
We don't need to make this 50-50. You know, it's going to be that way to start when we're on kind of the time crunch. But when we get into some longer practices, there's some move the ball periods. There's some periods where the amount of plays is unknown sometimes as you really start to get into what real football is. So there may be some where by the day it's going to be hard to really kind of quantify, okay, what exactly was it? Because as practices get going, it's not that exact science, but over the sequence of many days or as many days as we hope to have before we make a decision, I know we'll be thorough. I know both guys will feel like they've got an opportunity to compete, and they both know, and everybody on our team knows we're going to do what's best to give us the best possible chance to be a really good football team this year.
Man, this guy. Didn't you say it's not going to be 50-50 and then describe 50-50?
That's like Rick James putting his feet on Eddie's couch.
And it's not like they're going to be.
He was saying he don't got to force it to be 50-50, basically saying it will be 50-50, just how it goes down, just how everything operates and goes, which we'll see. But you'll be able to tell, like I say, right away. You know, you'll be able to tell right away if it is 50-50, if it is a real fair battle.
I just love it. KOC he's too smart for all of us, man. It's not like, you know how when you walk into a rec hall or something like that, there's somebody here that's clicking a button to see, count attendance.
Sure.
There's only a few hundred people in the room. Click, that little clicker. Yep. So there's not going to be somebody sitting there in training camp
Count
going,
reps.
click, 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 click. Oh, wait a minute. So
hold on.
Tyler's got 12. JJ's only got 8. Sounds like they're splitting it down the middle, and at some point, somebody
you got to split it down the middle, right down the middle.
Is going to start a preseason game, and then someone's going to start the other preseason game, and then it's going to be a decision.
Yeah.
But you know where I'm leaning on this one, and I've been leaning on it the whole time.
Yep.
The guy with all the experience.
Well, that's you, but you're wrong in that. But I mean, just because experience, what has that experience done in the past 2 years? Come on now. We've seen guys with experience get beat out guys with lesser experience. And we're talking about recent experience. What are we talking about?
The former #1 overall drafted player on the cheap, as you put it.
What about all the questions? Is he a true leader? What about all the questions about Murray? Which Murray are you getting?
As you know, we like to use the words inexpensive
Yeah,
around
my
here
bad,
because cheap is infused. But he is inexpensive, and the last thing they're going to do is wonder what Kyler could look like here. Because they've already seen what JJ looked like last year and what JJ could look like in these reps and these training camp practices. At some point, I think it's going to be, let's see what we have in Kyler first. And that will be unfortunate for my guy 9. But I think that's just the way it's going to go.
I mean, that's what you think. That's your fair way to think. But that doesn't mean that's how it's going to go, Rich Eisen. Here we go.
And then if he comes out of the box, you look at the Minnesota schedule as well. Let's go here, guys.
What do we got? All right.
I love that. I'm like, it sounds like it's 50-50 in the first soundbite. It's like, it's not 50-50.
Green Bay, Chicago, Tampa.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's tough.
That's the first three. Opening up home against Green Bay, a massive game. It's just as big as it gets.
Yep.
In division. You got to win your home division games. And so what are they going to, like, that could be Kyler's first game. And then Kyler versus Caleb. 2 number 1 overall drafted guys. Kyler versus.
Tough 2 off the rip. Very tough. Must win, damn near. I've been saying it all along. Must win, damn near.
Baker. Then everybody looks at the schedule and sees like a nice little break against Miami and then at New Orleans. One never knows. But I just think Kyler is going to be the guy until the wheels either.
Why do you think that, Rich Eisen? Somebody asked Rich Eisen, why does he feel that way? What makes him so confident in saying that? He ain't said that yet. He said, I'm going with the veteran, going with experience. Who's the better man? Who's the better quarterback? And how do you know who it is right now?
Fall off physically, or it's obvious that Kyler just isn't that guy.
Right.
And then you go to JJ, and then you figure out what happens after that. That's the way I kind of see it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but Kevin O'Connell he's going to be splitting reps to start. That's
50,
it.
50.
And then we'll see how the guys view the classroom.
Right.
One of the sound bites of the spring.
It really was.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that.
Shout out Rich Eisen once again, but that's Rich Eisen for you, dog. Understand? I got one more video to dive into. I'm going to get up out of here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Hold on, man. Pull up. Where is that at right there? I think this it right here. Adam Thielen talking and capping and yapping.
$7. You can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about showing your face.
Going on here? What are you hearing about the Vikings QB competition and their plans as they head into camp? Because I think this is the most interesting quarterback competition we'll see anywhere.
You want me to tell you what's going on? Look at the guy to your right. Ask
Who's being a dog? Well, I'm going to ask him next. Okay.
I'm waiting patiently.
Okay.
We wanted to give you a chance, Jeff.
Let me tell you exactly what's going on. No pressure.
Adam Thielen in the building. Hopefully he comes correct. You understand me? Come correct now, Tatum. Come correct.
Because Adam Thielen tells me exactly what's going on right after this. Listen, this is a situation where there is no deciding force necessarily on who's leading this competition. I think they made a really good. Kevin O'Connell made a good point when he said something like, "I don't know what a closed competition is. There's no open or closed competition. It's a competition between these two players." And one thing O'Connell has made very clear is that he's not going to go splitting up the reps 50-50. If someone is leading this and has momentum, he is going to give them the chance to win the job. Now, when you talk to people around the league, and this is where I'd like to know what Adam thinks, I feel like Kyler Murray is in the driver's seat to win this job. And they're not
In the driver's seat again for what?
not saying it necessarily in the building, but it does have the feel that Kyler Murray is going to
The Phil why? He was just crying, talking about he not getting enough reps. Come on, man.
be the week 1 starter. JJ McCarthy certainly can still win this job, but right now going into camp, I think that it will be Kyler Murray.
Okay, so Adam, now's where you say, Jeff, you're all wrong about everything that you said. What should we expect? What do you think is going to happen with this QB competition?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, fantastic move by the Vikings. I think it was just a no-brainer. You're paying him nothing. You bring in a guy who has had a ton of success in this league. He has experience, and now it takes away the keys from JJ. He has to go earn it now. Last year, he didn't have to earn it, and that's not his fault, but he didn't.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's just make sure it's fair.
Didn't have to earn it. He was handed the keys. Here's your team. We got a great defense. You got great weapons. Let's see what happens. Now it's like, okay, we have competition. You know what from last year, what you need to get better at. And he knows exactly what he has to do to get better because he had a year to kind of see what he could and couldn't do and what he did and didn't do well. And now he gets to show and prove it in training camp in a competition that forces you to be at your very best. Because if you're not, it's over, right? Every single day. And it's a quick window, right? Because like Coach said, he wants to find out who the starting quarterback is too. So it's a tight window. Show up day one, show all the hard work you put in this offseason and continue to put in through OTAs and training camp. And let's see the best man win.
Okay, but what about what Jeff just said there about he thinks it's leaning toward Kyler Murray?
I think it's Kyler Murray's job to lose. I do. I think it's Kyler Murray's job right now. But
how is it his job right now, dog? What do you mean it's his job right now? The man don't even know the playbook fully. Like, how is it his job right now? He doesn't even understand the playbook 100%.
JJ comes and shows up and
They haven't even put the pads on yet, made one throw in pads. So how the hell is it his job right now, Adam Thielen?
Shows exactly what he wasn't doing well last year. And he shows, first of all, when you see JJ in person and you're around him, you want to be around him. He's a great leader. He's fun to be around. He's just like this guy that everyone just loves. So at the end of the day, they drafted him in the first round. They want him to have success. So if he comes and shows it, he could win that job. But right now, it's Kyler's job.
That's the part I love of what you just said about JJ, because I feel like right now everyone's writing him off.
Yeah.
You've been in the huddle with him. So just saying that
They've been writing him off since day one.
The leadership, a guy that everyone wants to be around, I think bodes so well for him and just the future. As you talk about Kyler Murray, I'm so interested to get your take because you were in that offense. You know Kevin O'Connell. How does he fit within Kevin O'Connell's offense where we've seen him run around and do things, but now being the point guard, getting the ball out?
Well, it's funny because I had a quick conversation with Kevin and just kind of asking a few questions about when Kyler signed. And the first thing he said, and it made sense to me because now I kind of go look back at it, and it's like he actually plays on time more than you think. And you go back and look at the tape, and it's like, you know what? You're right. Like, it wasn't like he just like automatically just starts scrambling around and throwing the ball over the field. Like, if you go look at his tape, he actually throws the ball on time a lot more. 1, 2, 3, balls out, like a lot of time.
How much tape have you looked at, Adam Thielen? Did you look at a lot of tape? Which tape are you pertaining to? Matter of fact, I would like to know which tape, which game Adam Thielen is talking about. Now it's the whole narrative that Kyler Murray is on time. He can always be on time. Since when did that narrative come in?
I mean, look at Larry Fitzgerald last year. Like, it's not like he's scrambling around throwing it to Larry down the field. He's throwing like quick slants and he's getting the ball out on time. So that's perfect for Kevin's offense. And the other great thing in Kevin's offense, there's not a lot of, it's not a lot of play action, keepers, things like that. It's drop back. So guess what? If you drop back and there's someone in your face, if you're athletic, you can run around and you can go make a play. But if you're allowed to play.
That's not how you win games. That's not how championships are won. It's more to the quarterback position than being able to run around, Adam Thielen. You know that. Surprised that Adam Thielen would even say that it's Murray's job right now, guaranteed anyway, when they haven't even strapped up the cleats, strapped up the helmets yet.
On time, like, there's going to be people open. If they can protect him and they can give him that time to drop back, take a 5-7 step drop, there's going to be people open. Kevin knows how to get people open. I promise you that.
I love it. And speaking.
Are you sure? Who was open last year? Who did he get open last year, Adam Thielen? Were you open? Who?
Okay, so let's talk about this. It's so crazy to me that this story has been going on for as long as it's been going on, and yet there's still seemingly so much to talk about. You know, every time we're
It's hot right now. It's hot right now. No doubt.
kind of in this situation, especially just in the offseason, I always try my best not to just keep having the same conversation again and again and again. Because even in my mind, I'm like, don't bring up the Baker Mayfield comp. Don't bring up this. You've already done that. But then I'm also aware that when I make a video, not everyone has seen the last video or the video before that or the video before that. So it is quite the juggling act. But I think there's other information that I really want to break down here. And before we jump into it, though, Minnesota Vikings fans, please don't forget to subscribe and watch the full length of the video. When you guys do that, that is without a shadow of a doubt the best way to support this channel, so we can keep having the most unbiased, grounded, honest conversations about the Minnesota Vikings. It makes such a huge difference, and I'd really Really appreciate it. So yeah, first off, it is absolutely my felt sense that everybody is writing off JJ McCarthy. Like, that is where all the momentum is. All the momentum is. And
That's the narrative.
you know, I without a doubt, and again, I'm not saying that this is what it should be, but I without a doubt, and when I say should, I mean, let me just walk through this and then we'll get there. Of course, Kyler Murray, it's Kyler Murray's job to lose. He's the veteran quarterback. He's the veteran quarterback who should theoretically still be in his football prime and even just his athletic prime.
Is he though? Is he though? That's the main question. Is he though? Right? Is he, dog?
So when you're going up against a quarterback who's never even played a full season, yeah, Kyler Murray should, if he's not, well, then he's not a very good quarterback. If you can't beat a past his prime Carson Wentz and a JJ McCarthy who has yet to have a full calendar year of health in the NFL and is entering his third season, and I really mean the quotes of his third, like, of course. Otherwise, then Kyler Murray is just a not good quarterback. If he's not in the driver's seat here, then there's serious problems. Serious problems.
According to Kyler Murray, he said it will be easy. He feels McCarthy's game is sweet, according to Murray, per se.
But it is up to JJ McCarthy. Like, this is where I always keep trying to figure out, like, how they're actually going to go about this. Because in this moment, in July and going into August, Kyler Murray should be smoother. He should be more comfortable. He should be ahead.
Should. Is he? Two different things. Will he be? We don't know. You know? And you talk about should. Why would he? So should McCarthy not be smooth? McCarthy knows the playbook, not Murray. McCarthy was trained by one of the best this offseason. He improved his skills, and he showed improvements already. They just kept it on the hush until recently.
Head of JJ McCarthy. Like, again, that's how it's going to work. Alex Smith was ahead of Patrick Mahomes, as hard as it is to understand. As hard as it is to understand. People, I've watched a podcast where I forget who it was, a lineman who was with the Chiefs. Mahomes was rookie league. He said that too. And he was like, oh, you know, all the stories where everyone was like, wow, Patrick Mahomes is the most amazing player we ever saw. And it was in the practice. He's like, that wasn't really that true. You know, and that's why they were able to just comfortably start Alex Smith. Because if it was true, the team would be like, what are we doing? Put in this kid Mahomes right now. So, like, that's the way how this stuff unfolds. If you're a veteran, and as long as you're not just an absolute, you know, just declining asset, you're going to be ahead. So it's like, what does a JJ McCarthy need to show in order to not get reps taken from him? In order to,
Man, it should be the best man win, dog. All that veteran talk, man, what? So what if you're a veteran, if you're getting beat? What that mean, Murray is a veteran? If McCarthy is performing better, so what?
get the sense of, hey, this guy's growing. This guy's getting better. He's evolving. I feel as though that with more time, he's going to be even better, right? He's going to surpass the person who is ahead of him right now. And so, like, that's the tricky situation. That to me continues to be the hardest situation with trying to evaluate this, not only if you actually are indeed Kevin O'Connell, but also on the outsides looking in with limited information. Because I just don't know how much momentum and how much progress JJ McCarthy needs to show. Now, over the weekend, I did something really interesting. I don't have the data here. I referenced this. I don't think it was in a Viking.
I'm gonna finish that up later, man. Finna get up out of here. Once again, SKOL VIKES, win, lose, or draw. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell as well. Support the grind, support the channel. Why not, man? The season is here. Training camp is here. Big SKOL here. SKOL VIKES, win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Skol Vikes, man. We run the North. Believe that. Here we come.